Chop, chop, chop. Click the button. You haven't done it yet. It doesn't say we are live.
Can't you do it from your end? I can't see. I should have gone spectators.
I can do it from my end. What's the point in you then? At least press one button. And
This is before the live every Tuesday, Jerimie. I get this abuse.
Because he's useless.
Stop laughing. How am I useless?
Because you're old and ginger. And
I'm 45 and I'm kind of ginger. I started life out as blonde.
You look 145.
I'll give you 145.
No, I look sexy.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I do not look. How do I look 145?
Have you looked in the mirror?
Yes, but it broke.
Exactly.
Exactly what? That doesn't say anything. It broke because you looked in it first.
Yeah, but that's because I'm a Dracula.
Dracula.
Blah, come on, click the button. I don't have all day.
Oh, hold on. Right, where's the... How do I get the thingy off? Hold on. There we go. Told you I could do it. Told you I could do it. See? Smashed it hard. Jerimie. Before we even get going, remember Kieran?
Kieran?
Which one? There's about 10.
Yeah.
Hey, Danielle.
He's mint.
Hey, Danielle.
Just rocking the Tarantula Keeper Cards shirt tonight.
Give me one quick sec. Hey, Craig. Hi, Connor. Hi, Susan. Hey, Aid. I've avoided Scott and Chris. You talked Luke into putting more mystery boxes on the site. We are in a lot of trouble with Sparta spiders. A lot of trouble.
Not me. You are.
And you are. Is that what
spiders? If you become a member on Scott's channel, you get 15% off. So make sure you become a channel member. There we go.
Yeah, and really cripple his business.
And Scott said, if he gets a lot of channel members, Spark Spiders will give another mystery box live.
You sure? I know I did not say that at all.
You did.
That is why I was going to bring you out on the next show.
You did. Jerimie,
if we got more channel members, Chris says he's going to do one of this, and Chris is going to put the money up for it. Good evening. Welcome to the Tuesday Live with myself, Scott's Invert, Chris, Exo King Chris, or Chris is on wheels, and Jerimie's Wild World.
Hello.
Now,
good to be here.
Before we get into today's live, Jerimie, I have got a little intro video to play, and we'll play that in just 1 second. But a little while ago, me and Chris kind of took the birdie and just made it socially acceptable. So it's just everywhere now. Everybody's doing this and smiling and everything else. You, Jezza, took it to another level.
Uh-oh.
Didn't you, boy?
Did I?
What?
Yeah, but
even Chris doesn't know.
I didn't even hear what he said. I wasn't listening to him. He's too old.
Before I play this, if you don't know Jerimie, or if you've had the pleasure like me and Chris of spending some time with him, I'm getting a bit emotional because I've known Jezza for a long, long while now. And to watch him grow from literally a boy into a young adult and where he is an absolute privilege. What this man doesn't know about phasmids and true spiders, centipedes, the whole hobby really is not worth knowing. Over the years, I have gone to Jerimie countless times and said, Jezza, what's this? Or Jezza, what am I doing with this? And there's never a wait. He doesn't go away and Google it, then come back with an answer. It's always an instant answer like that. Having spent a lot of time with you, Jerimie, you literally have not a bad word to say against anyone. Every time I've always come up to you, no matter how I'm feeling or how anybody else is feeling around, you've always got the biggest smile. You bring absolute joy to the party, to the shows, to absolutely everything. And like I said a little while ago, me and Chris on this channel kind of just made the birdie absolutely socially acceptable. Just started off as a bit of laugh, and you, Sunshine, took it to another level. And I think this little video will show why.
'Cause I've been living life right at night, windowless ride, feeling alive. Nothing in sight, forever in flight. Follow those lines, we'll make it this time. Blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we're making tonight. Oh yeah, we'll make it tonight. Yeah. I'll do it. You're my town, you're my music, stay with me.
Someone like me, Jerimie. Like someone like me. And again, he hits the fucking monkey in the head. Fucking.
It took me a long time. Thank you, Emma. Emma just become another channel member. Thank you. I appreciate that. That took me a long time. And literally, I was looking at them all, and every single picture, that smile on your face is just beaming, literally, like, you know. But anyway.
When you said you were going to put something in the chat, I thought it was just one. I was not expecting that at all.
So the whole teapot. If anybody's watching, you want to know where the teapot thing started. That's where it did.
I like the hotel part the most.
Oh my god.
Over the, I mean, we will get to Jerimie's journey, and we'll also get to the room tour pretty soon. But
eventually,
eventually, yeah. Over the years, I think Jerimie's gone from MILF hunter to tarantula cat lover wannabe.
I was around my little playhouse in the garden.
now he's both.
Now he's both. Yeah.
Oh my god.
What? I mean, Jerimie's got to be the youngest legend in the hobby. End of. But I want to go. I've got no more videos, by the way, Joseph. So you're all good. But I want to go back several years, and I remember a young Jerimie coming on my live streams quite a lot with baroplast tubs of phasmids, stick insects, centipedes. Do you want to go right back there and kind of we'll go over like how you got into the hobby, why you got into the hobby?
Yeah, for sure. So it's kind of a funny thing with inverts because
Thank you, Susan.
by my college tutor actually. So me and my college tutor, who I'm still really cool with today, we chat a lot, and you know, even he says he's proud of the journey that I've got on. So at the time, I was really into aquatics. So I was keeping like fish tanks. If you go back to my don't watch them, they're cringe. My very first few videos, I was keeping a lot of tropical fish, community tanks, neocaridina, the cherry shrimp. And yeah, so he was like, if you guys want to, me and a friend of mine, we can go to the Eastern show, which was the Bedford, now Peterborough. But unfortunately, he ended up having some stuff he couldn't go. So he suggested to me and my mate, why don't we go to Brighton? I was like, all right, yeah, I'll check. I was like, I didn't, you know, I saw at the time, like, my college had like, you know, a couple tarantulas. They had Hamori, Vegans, and roseas. You know the basic teas, and they had an Asian forest scorpion, the Selenus. You know, I got to see those, and you know, they weren't really like. I was like, okay, they're cool, but and then so I decided to go to Brighton, and I ended up going on my own. I was expecting tables, looking at you know, a few tables, couple people there, and my God, was I blown away by the amount of variety that we had access to here in the UK. It was absolutely insane. I went there thinking I'll come home with maybe something. I ended up with a little bag full. Came home with a variety of invertebrates. I think, if I recall off the top of my head, it was millipedes, question mark roaches, a mantis, a jumping spider, isopods, of course. And, you know, just coming back. And it fascinated me so much that I delved right into it. I was like, I need to look into this more. You know, only watching a couple invert shows prior, pickups videos and what to expect ish. But it was, I walked through those doors and just the variety of invertebrates that we had for sale here. And my little mind was like, I got to start researching into all this. So over the years, I've been jumping between different families of animals, and I've now found where I am now today, which is the true spiders and anything that's weird. Essentially, that's my cup of tea nowadays. But yeah, when I first met you, I was really into the isopods and phasmids at the time, and keeping various species. I had like a communal enclosure that had like various phasmids and katydids inside. Which now that I know, I don't do that. None of them were hurt, but of course now that I know, don't mix katydids because they think they'll eat the leaf or the stick. So it's but yeah, it's just I could go on and on, but it was just fascination from that Brighton show, and now to where I am today with a whole garage full of animals.
It was when you first started getting into the true spiders a couple of years ago, and you come on like a Tuesday live on open mic night, or what? Well, I don't even think I was doing open mics. It was just like send the links out back then. But I think it was majority of the times you come on, you're in your bedroom, and you're always like literally smile on your face but sweating. And there was normally a little true spider or babies on the loose around the bedroom somewhere, and you literally just shrugged it off like that and carried on.
I was like, well, I'll catch it later. You'll probably see something running around here later on tonight.
No doubt, no doubt.
Getting into those true spiders a couple of years ago, I was keeping them more as pets, and I was researching on how to sex them. And what's funny is, so we were at Seas. I was still trading with Tony at the time, and I got early access, and Spider Shop was still setting up. And I left a box of Huntsman's in the middle of the corridor. So I went in over and I was like, "Oh, Tony, can I have a look?" He's like, "Yeah, go for it." So I wander over, I'm having a look, and I'm digging through the box because I wanted a David Bowie and a bow eye. So I grabbed my David Bowie, and then one person came over and said, "Oh, what's that?" I was like, "Oh, it's just Huntsman's. We're just having a look." And then it ended up from what's supposed to be 10 minutes, then walk around the show, was I think 40 plus minutes of me showing people how to sex them, what was a beginner species, what don't get too big, what's not very quick. But that was a memory to say the least. Pedantic shopping before the show's open, that's for sure.
What do you reckon it was about the true spiders?
I mean, because I started off with my very first true was a Regus, Phidippus regus, a male who I raised from a tiny sling. And I was keeping a lot of Theraphoses. I think at the time I probably had about 80 tarantulas at the time. And as much as I do like the tarantulas, a lot of their there are a lot of sit waiting behaviors. But with the true spiders, you've got so many different hunting styles. I mean, you've got visual hunters, you've got net casting, orb weavers, trapdoor, God, just to name a few. Have you seen the bolus spiders, the one that have the little sticky web and they flick it out and they catch the moths midair? That kind of stuff, it's like, and that fascinated me. And the colorations, all different kinds of colors, and now knowing that orange, you think David Bowie, for example, I've bred them multiple times, and a bright orange spider, you think it's very weird, but to normal animals, their vision compared to ours, orange is brown. So they're perfectly camouflaged in the wild. They're just a brown blotch on the leaf. And a David Bowie will lunge over and grab prey if it goes near it. Just But yeah,
Awesome.
It's the colours,
Awesome.
it's the feeding behaviours, it's amazing.
Love to pick Jeremy's brain about millipedes. We had the disastrous. No worries. We'll do some questions in a little while. Kind of not a problem. I think if you want to tag somebody, you have to do the @ don't you?
Yeah, and then the YouTube name.
Chris, your mic's off.
No, I think it's hashtag on YouTube.
Is it hashtag?
Yeah, it gives you as soon as you press the hashtag. I'm pretty sure it was hashtag. Give me 2 seconds. I'll double check.
Chris is an absolute legend.
Oh no, it's that.
He is.
If anybody wondering, Chris kind of stays a little bit quiet for the first hour because he can't say anything without swearing, which happens.
Oh no, it is at on a computer only.
Oh, at on computer only. Okay.
So you can't tag on the phone.
Yeah, and hashtag works as well.
Okay.
Oh,
At least on a computer, but not sure.
I mean, the amount of conversations me and you, Jezza, have had on True Spiders has been crazy. Like I said, that the Veridesius that you've bred recently, and I've got 3 of your slings. For me, that was massive, absolutely massive, because I had one probably 5 years ago, and I was messaging like Tim Heller to say, where does this come from? What type of a spider is it? Where can you find them? And that's where the information was coming from, because there was just nothing out there. And now you've bred them.
Yeah.
So you've gone from here to here in my rankings. It was
yeah. Having the opportunity to work with those was amazing. You know, I got the pair by chance, and the male molted out before the female, so he was a bit old by the time I paired him. And then I got another male from Bugs UK, again old. And then Carl from the group True Spider Enthusiasts on Facebook. He came over to visit, and you know, he dropped off a couple males. A mature male bow-eye, which I put him in the tub, and the next day he molted out. So I'm like, that's not mature. Mature male Veridesius, and you know, I popped him in, and I wasn't expecting much because I paired this female last year July, and she laid 2 infertile sacs. So I was thinking she was coming near to the end. But since then, she's popped the sac that you got the babies from now, and another one, and she's eating again. So, you know, they do live quite a long time, this species. So I'm excited to see how many sacs she ends up producing.
And the length of period of, well, the lifespan.
Yeah.
Because Veridesius we're kind of considered 2 years, 3 years max.
Max-ish, yeah. But
she was dropping sacs last year, which would indicate she was a mature female, and she's still around a year later and eating.
Yeah. She's probably going to pop another sack, if I'm honest with you, dude.
I take it we can have a look at her when you.
Yeah, for sure. She's somewhere in well, on this side, so I'll pull her out and we can have a look at her if she's out and about. I've actually got her egg sac incubating in the incubator at the moment, which I'll show off as well.
I also want to talk about the party boy. The party boy jizza.
Party boy, me? Nah, never.
every time there's a night out or a hotel visit, there's always an edited clip of Jerimie.
Every time.
Up to a load of fun. Unfortunately, I mean, we all went out to a gay bar in Coventry one year, and I have a bit of a strict rule because I don't always take a camera with me to places like that, because I always think, well, you know, people are drunk, don't want to be videoed, all the rest of it. But Jerimie was stood with us all out the back, and it was an incredible night. There were drag queens on and all sorts. We all had a fabulous time. The wife came with me as well, and as a lot of you know, she's got quite an eye for the ladies, and there was a female stripper on for the girls. So me and the wife just stood there watching her. But eventually we kind of went out the back, and a female, well, a lady cracked onto Jerimie, thinking Jerimie was also female. That,
because of the hair,
for all of us, just has had us in hysterics ever since.
I was just standing against the pole, and all I remember was her just coming up to me and be like, I don't know, I can't remember what she said, but she was just like hitting on me. I was like, I'm a guy, by the way. She's like, no, you're not. Look at your hair. I'm like, no, I'm a guy.
And again, Jerimie being the legend, it just took you from here to being up here again. We're all like, what? Jerimie is the only lad in history that can go into a gay bar and pull a lesbian. Literally, the only man in history to do it.
I wasn't even trying.
And of course, I think you and Chris have had a few legendary evenings together as well.
Yeah, Chris.
I like how you go. Yeah. What's that? What?
That clip afterwards, off camera, he whacked me on my foot, and it was stinging all evening.
The thing is, Chris starts drinking, and people think they can keep up with them. That's your problem. So if you fall into that rut, you're going to get annihilated, because Chrissy boy can absolutely polish it off like there's no tomorrow. It's the European liver, I think, giving him a head start. And I've seen people kind of drink with him and then just go.
That's the thing for me. It's like I'll have a couple drinks and I'm just gone. I've always been lightweight, always been. So like I would have a lot, but it will hit me like that, and I'll just stay. And then I'm like, oh, time for bed.
And then going to the shows, you've gone from like a couple of other really good friends as well. You've gone from being interested in the hobby to keeping more and more of specific species that you love and all the rest of it. And now you've actually got a table at the shows.
Yeah.
What was that transition like? What was it when you first turned up at a show? You're not stood in the queue, and there you are with your table, and you're setting up.
Yeah, because like I mentioned earlier, I had some table experience already helping out Tony with the millipede section. So me and his missus, we dealt with the millipedes all day, and going into so my first show trading was the Bedford show a couple years ago now, and pulling up to the show, I know what to expect. The Bedford show, oh, it's a really really nice show, and setting up, I'm like, wow, this is insane. Like I've got the video, I'm doing a time lapse of me setting up the table, and you can see me at points, which just standing there thinking, because I didn't know how I wanted the table to look and just organizing everything or what to have on what side, and having people coming over to your table, even now with like then and then like shows I've done since, coming over to the table and coming to me specifically because they know I've got like the captive bred trues and other miscellaneous stuff, because I always have something weird on the table, like BTS. Luke's brother bought all the camel spiders from me, and the bark orb weavers I had on the table. There we go, Peculiana, captive bred.
Just
like,
where else are you going to get one of these from? I was just like,
captive breds. You can get some, but they're wild caught females dropping sacks. I've actually paired mine, so.
I mean, there's another one. The trapdoor. I don't know how many trues I've had after and centipedes. Cling.
Yeah, so it's like, I always have something nice on the table.
Vinegaroon, cling from you and Ben.
Yeah.
Ben Butler as well.
How's doing?
Completely fine. I never see it, but yeah, he's taking food, but yeah, I hardly ever see it at all.
I've paired 2 females, so hopefully they'll drop it. So they'll drop soon. But yeah, I do really like breeding all the weird stuff, and just having a conversation. People coming over from the social media as well. It's like the BTS. This one lady came over, and she was like so excited. I was like, "Oh my! I'm just a guy." It's like, I watch your videos. I'm a really big fan, and we were chatting for ages about all the stuff that that I work with and what I'll be working with in the future, and age ranges of people coming over. I had like little kids coming over, and they're coming over and saying, "Oh, Jeremy, I watch your videos. I'm a big fan." There was one kid recently. He was asking for isopods on a Facebook group. Didn't know him, and I said, "Yeah, I'll be bringing some to the BTS because Micro Exotics didn't come, so he was seeing who was bringing pods." And he was like, "Oh my god, no way, Jeremy, you're there! I'm such a big fan." And I was like, "Oh my god, that's so cool!" And he came on over with his mum, and he was so excited. And we were chatting away, me and his mum, and him as well, talking about what he's keeping. And she was like, "I don't want to be what did she say?" She's like, "I don't want to be rude or like asking too much, but could we take a photo?" I was like, Don't be silly. I ran straight from the table. I was like, don't ever feel like it's a bad thing to ask for a photo.
Did you have to stand on a box for the photo?
No, because he's small. Yeah, I had to use one of my poly boxes.
We've winding Jerimie up about stuff for years, so we know we did it.
I used that box there, standard.
I mean,
it's been a surreal experience for sure, and I'm sure that many more in the future will just be as good. I love the shows, everything about them, the social side, the trading side. Obviously, me spending lots of money and buying stuff.
For the weird stuff that I love the weird inverts. I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? And I'm always like Bugs UK, Venomous Visions. bug nut also. But now it's like, you go to Phil, you go to yourself also. And you see even more stuff, more of the crazy stuff. So that what I like to say, the crazy inverts, which is all your non-regular stuff. Yeah, that side of the hobby seems to be just exploding now also. Because I know a lot of people have got love for tarantulas, and obviously we all love tarantulas. That's where we've all kind of started from. But I know you, Jerimie, kind of similar to myself. You looked at other things as well and how they've adapted to their own environments and gone, "Oh, you're pretty. You're coming home with me."
Yeah, I always seem to have the eye for picking out stuff on the tables that do stand out quite a fair bit. In my BTS pickups, I was just, had to, maybe about half an hour to quickly zip around. You know how many tables are the BTS? I had to quickly zip up and down. I'm quickly scanning the BTS, the Spider Shop table. I was like, "Oh, female emperor." Grab that for my pair, and then I looked to the side and I'm like, "Oh, that's weird." And I picked it up. It was a flat rock. Had Hadrogenes minor, and it was £25. Like, "Oh, you're coming home with me." And I've kept all kinds of weird inverts. Toe biters, camel spiders. I've bred the black camel spiders. Unfortunately, the pair didn't do well, but I still bred them. The white lady dancing spiders. I paired those last night. God,
I've kept all those, but I haven't been able to pair any just yet.
yeah.
But to be fair, I mean, camel spiders, before Bear brought that video out, we were all like, "Oh, you just put them in a box and you just keep them warm and then that's it." And then, obviously, if you look at the desert, that's not how the desert works, is it? And now, looking back, I want to go back to my younger self and go, "Oh, you stupid." You know what I mean? Literally.
I'll get into detail later.
We all kept them incorrectly to start with, didn't we?
Yeah, and it's like, if the black camel spiders come back, they're going into there. It's a heat of vivarium. I've been keeping the Subalis, the lady dancing spiders. Need supposedly hard in captivity, but might have molted fine, and I paired them. So,
the lady dancing spiders, I would have thought same as camel spiders, hot in day, drop the temperature at night. Claire just says camel spiders are quite aggressive, aren't they? I'll let you answer that one,
Jezza. Where it comes from is soldiers' rumors. So soldiers would have been out in the deserts, and these solifugans would be running after, chasing them. But what they're actually after is your shadow, because they don't like the heat. And if they're out during the day, they get cooked because it's like 50+ degrees on the sand, even hotter on the actual sand. So they're trying to get away from the heat, and their soldiers think they're chasing them. But in reality, Solifuges, keeping a few of them now, very, very, reclusive animals. They'll stay in their burrow for months at a time, and they'll come out when they're hungry. Their pre-molt period takes months as well. I had one that took 9 months total to molt from burying, and then
that's another thing though. A lot of people will see their camel spider molting and go, "It's not moving. It's dead." And in the past, I mean, I've seen it. They've obviously kind of seen it on Facebook posts and stuff like that. They've actually been put in the bin because they've assumed that the actual camel spider was dead. And no, it was actually molting. Benjamin, thank you for watching live from New Zealand. Appreciate that.
Oh, hello, Benjamin.
But yeah, it's good now we've got all the information, but it's a shame we didn't get the information a lot sooner. Osman OC Tarantula says, "Jerimie, the harmonicans still good?" ?
Yes, so they've all molted, but 2 have passed since molting. So I've still got 3. So the 3 are doing well. They've all webbed up in their slingpots now, so hopefully they'll start eating soon.
Hey Dave.
Yes, and Phil's mum got that camel spider from me.
So Phil's mum's had a camel spider in the molt position for 5 months. 5 months.
Yeah, same with mine. 5 months in a molt position.
But I mean, I'm going to lay the responsibility of all of literally improper keeping up until recent years, and putting camel spiders in the bin when they molt because they think they're dead. That responsibility is really on those suppliers that they were selling them at the start. They should have done their research, and when they were selling them at the shows, go, "Look, before you walk away with this, please know this this, and this are extremely important, and it's not been there. It's just not been there.
No,
Scott, you
and
can be clean.
the couple of times I had sold them is when Lee's reached out to me and said, "This is what I'm been getting in." And the camel spiders, they'll come in a few of them at a time. So I'll buy whatever Lee gets coming in. And when Caroline bought the one from me, there was a lot of interest on the table. But when people are looking at them, I'll be like, "Look, this is what they require. Will you be able to provide that?" And a lot of people, although I could have just done a quick sell and just sold them, made the money, I would rather know that the animal will go into care, that someone will provide for them. And, I chatted with Caroline because she came by the table and we were chatting for a while. And I was like, "Oh, would you be interested in the camel spider?" So I'll go, "Tell me how to keep them."
Phil's mum
I'm
is queen of the
explaining.
show, isn't she?
Oh, she's great. I love her.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So it's and I explained to her, and then now look, she's got the camel spider in a mold position for 5 months. So keep them right. They're very easy to keep.
I think what we'll do is in a minute or two, Jezza, we'll go for a big room tour, then we'll do questions
Little
and
wander.
answers after that.
Sure thing. If we're doing a
Wigan,
room call, let me know, and I'll jump on the phone.
Wigan show. I mean, you can't attend, and I know everybody, including myself, Chris, people in the WhatsApp chat, which is linked at the top of the chat, by the way. I've been asking you to come, but why can't you get to Wigan?
Yeah, so unfortunately, I can't go to Wigan because I've got an exam 2 days after. I'm a uni student at the moment. Uni apprentice at the moment. So I've got an exam 2 days after. So unfortunately, while you guys are buying bugs, I'm going to be cramming last minute revision. So
I mean, I remember you getting that job. You were so excited, and then they offered you the position where you could go to university as well.
yeah,
And I think we just all celebrated with you. It was just like, come on,
it was when I got that interview from the uni and I got that email back saying that you got the placement. I was beaming for joy because I never really intended to go down the medical route. If you guys don't know, I'm currently studying to be a operating department practitioner. So I was, just working during lockdown as a porter, then progressing up to a healthcare and operating theatre. Then they're like, "Jeremy, so what do you want to do for progression?" I'm like, I don't really know. I was intending, always to hop jobs. And they're like, "Well, there's an opportunity coming up if you want to take it." I'm like, "What is it?" And they were like, "Oh, it's an apprenticeship." It's like, uni. I never really wanted to go to uni because, long story short, my college at the time weren't marking my work, so I didn't do my extended diploma. I didn't end up going to university. And they were like, "Yeah, no, you're gonna get paid to study. We'll go cover the 3 years and this, and that. And then when you finish the 3 years, you have a guaranteed job. Blah blah blah." I was like, "You know what? I'll go for it." And then here we are now. First year
I
pretty much
mean,
finished.
if I was in hospital and I was feeling under the weather, I would love to see somebody like yourself come around with that big smile on your face and that positive energy just absolutely beaming out of you, instead of, oh, I'll go and get some water. You know what I mean? It's a completely different mentality, and I've seen it. I've seen both sides in hospitals. I mean, I don't know if you know, but I mean, I worked on a drug and alcohol ward for a couple of years, several years back, and I also worked with adults with learning disabilities, and the care profession and the NHS is very much like people apply for these jobs, they get jobs, and they're either really positive, or because of certain reasons, or whatever the reasons might be, they are really negative, and there never seems to be any middle ground. It's either one way or the other. That's what I experienced anyway.
Unfortunately, you do see it around no matter where you are within the NHS. Especially in the operating department areas, you do see the negatives with no matter the hierarchy. Some surgeons are not great to work with. Some I will happily stay overtime to work with the surgeons because they're just so positive and they, bring a smile to everyone. They're like, "Oh, coming in, good morning." Or you have them just running in. "Oh, come on, guys, let's do a brief. Let's talk about what's going on today." But I do try to keep a positive mindset and cheer up the patients because coming down to theatres, you're all anxious and nervous. So I'm trying to chat away and make sure that people stay calm and it's been really nice so far. Something I wasn't expecting to do, but enjoying it a lot for sure.
With the surgeons, I mean, you see it like if you're watching telly and you watch a documentary where you got actors and stuff like that, and the surgeon comes in, somebody else puts their gloves on for them, and you know they ask for the instruments, so they get handed them, and in the background they've got the opera on or something like that. Do the surgeons actually listen to opera and other types of
Yeah.
music?
Oh yeah. There's, they'll have the speaker in the corner, and they'll, it depends on the surgeon. There's one in my place, they like classical music. Others will be playing like rave music. There's one guy who likes just mixed hip hop kind of stuff, from all throughout the 2010s, 2000s, and I'll just be blasting it in the background because it helps with their concentration. They listen to the music and they're not focusing too much on the operation, so it keeps them distracted. And then
Suppose
some
it
like
helps
just
them
no noise.
disassociate the fact that they're working on a human as opposed to
Yes.
working on a human. Yeah, I know, I get that.
Yeah. So it's nice.
I used to be. I mean, I'm not going to name names or anything like that, but there was a heart and lung surgeon I used to know, and we all did a lot of drugs, with that dude. And a lot of the time, he lived in this big house, and you'd go up his drive, and there he was with the front door open. He'd be lying down with his head out the door, smoking something completely illegal, like. But then when he spoke to you, and you found out how many operations he did that day, how much stress he was under that day, it was just like, you know what? Carry on, absolutely carry on doing what you're doing. Chris does speak more so after 9 p.m. because 9 p.m. is the watershed here on Scott's Inverts, and at 9 p.m. we do swear, we do have adult conversation, and Chris can't do a full sentence without swearing. And when it is 9 o'clock, he will take zero prisoners. He will literally unleash hell on myself and call me every name under the sun. He is legendary and famous for it, and we would not change it for the world. Trust me.
No. It wouldn't be the same without the 9 o'clock blasting.
No. I love him for it. And everybody else does. What do you say, Chris?
I even did it on Jizzas' channel on his giveaway.
Yes.
Oh, it's so funny.
So Jerimie was doing a giveaway, and Chris literally sent Jerimie a voice note saying, "Play this," and it was an insult towards me. And I can't tell you what it was because it's not 9 p.m.
I'll play after 9 o'clock.
Steve, I do not follow the watershed at 9 p.m. I've got 3 kids. 2 of them have got the ADHD and all the other crap that goes along with it. But I work on building sites and all sorts, telling people to move out of the way or get back because what I'm doing is risk endangering people's lives and stuff. Hey, Chris, hey, I want to give Chris a quick shout out. So Chris does all the spray painting of the solar systems and stuff like that. Please go drop him a follow. And let's help kind of boost his channel out there as well. He's an amazing guy, and his artwork is phenomenal. And I'm hoping he's going to do a couple of solar systems with a big fat spider smashed right in the middle of them. So that would be absolutely awesome.
Seeing the art in person is amazing. Under black light, it looks so good.
Did you see Matt's piece that he got?
Yeah. He brought it here, and I was like, literally, when he dropped me off after the show, I ran and grabbed my black light, and I was like, yeah, it's so good.
If one of the admins could drop Chris's link down into chat, I will love you forever and a day. Rocky's been a channel member for 17 months. Says, what's Jerimie's favourite dinosaur?
He's trying to test me because he said if I was paying attention yesterday, my favourite dinosaur is Therizinosaurus.
That's the third one.
You can attest to that. Therizinosaurus is my favourite dinosaur. The one with the big claws. So cool. They're just such a weird dinosaur. They're related to Tyrannosaurus, but they're herbivore and have giant claws. It's so weird. I love it.
No, I like the dinosaurs. Don't get me wrong, I do, but I prefer the flying lizards by a long shot, and by an absolute long shot. I do. I really do enjoy the flying lizards. And like Matt said on, I think it was last night's stream, the megalodon.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, swimming around with a shark, it's like, yeah, it's a little shark, not a problem. But a megalodon, you're not escaping that, are you?
Mosasaur, juvenile mosasaur tooth. Super cool. I love.
He's
I love
lying.
the
He pulled it
dinosaurs.
out of Phil's mouth.
Out of Matt's.
Phil's.
Phil the dinosaur.
Yeah.
Did you see the mystery box off Phil?
Very good. Very, very good.
Amy did the mystery boxes for him, but it's like I said, you know the amount of inverts he keeps and what he breeds. It's like this could be a phenomenal. And guess what? It was. Nicholas, people like you, lovely guys, have made me start keeping spiders. Been doing it for 5 weeks. Got 30 so far. Thanks, guys. That 30 will turn into 300.
Jeez, in 5 weeks.
No worries, Claire. Claire's going to be back just after 9 p.m. Daughter needs to go to bed. We have got 12, 13 minutes till 9 p.m. And like I said, Chris is legendary known for not taking any prisoners whatsoever. And at 9 p.m., he will literally just go hell for leather on myself. I don't think he's ever got hell for leather on any other guest. Jerimie, I know you're quite good friends with Chris. That might
I
happen.
remember last time.
It's all up to the blah 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 tonight at 9 p.m.
I have been taking him off recently, so I wouldn't be surprised.
And then
Your
ants as well.
surprise will come at the Bristol show, darling.
Love you, Chris.
I already prepared the bottle for you.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Bristol show. Jezza. Tara's already elbowed me. She sent me a list of what we've got, but we've got another show coming, and we've already pre-ordered something from Postpods, which I'm like, I'm dying to say. It's isopods, and it's one of those ones where you give over the money, you take them, and then you literally go, oh, I've got them. Literally, and you might be able to guess because I'll give you a clue. You and Phil, and I think Leah have got them.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. I think I know the ones. Yeah.
So and now Tara's got into the isopods. She does all of them. She looks after the lot, which for me is fantastic because after 5-6 years of having adjusting the sidelines, having a lot of friends in the hobby, but not having an interest as such in the hobby.
Yeah.
Now she has, and every isopod that she's got has dropped babies. It's I don't know how she does it. But yeah, I think it's literally just listening to other people far better than what I do and taking on board their information and applying it and going, got babies. I think Phil knows what Phil knows more. Well, I think Phil probably does know what they are actually. So he's got them, but yeah, to get them breeding.
Isopods are an interesting group of animals because they're land crustaceans. So it's kind of like treating them like shrimp, but land based. So you need to make sure that there's so many factors, but they're so cool.
And
Cool.
I think Chris and Jerimie both on screen will completely agree. Marina has just commented, Jizza is an unsung hero. That girl is so knowledgeable.
Yeah.
And so just amazing. It's unreal, especially with the beekeeping and the spiders, the enclosures that she does. The same channel name over on Instagram. I highly suggest everybody gives her a follow on Instagram. She also did a Spa Spiders mystery box unboxing on there recently.
Yes.
In front of all the literal amazing enclosures that she set up. Like, I was like, oh, God, wish. It's one of them, isn't it? It's like, oh my God, I wish mine looked like that.
I'm starting to get some. No, which side is it? Oh, Jesus. Back there. Starting to get the X's all out.
Well, things might be changing here, like the whole place, but Chris knows, but I'm waiting for some things to come through, and then I can tell everybody. Jizzy, your smile makes me happy.
Thank you.
Don't worry, I'll tell them at 9 o'clock what you're waiting for.
Yeah. It is literally you can be on a night out, and then do you know when you get to that period of the night, you're feeling a bit sluggish, a bit tired, and you think, is it time to go home? And then you see Jezza, and he's like, it was when we were at the gay bar. Literally, you come running in, and you stood there, legs apart, arms in there, going, yes!
They didn't let me in. I managed to get in. I was like, yeah. They didn't let me in because I had joggers on, and then I come back after getting in Terry's pants, and
literally, yeah, literally
got in Terry's pants, and then I walk in. And there's a guy walking in with North Face joggers right after me. That was so annoying.
So the club wouldn't let Jerimie in with jogging bottoms on, so he had to go. He went back to the hotel with Terry and Leah, robbed a pair of Terry's trousers, jeans, come back wearing the right trousers to get into the club, and there's another guy in there with jogging bottoms on. And I think
I went in, they let him in as well. I'm like, are you kidding me?
They must have knew him or something.
It must have been fate though, because Phil's dad was locked out the house. It must have been fate because we came back, let him in. I don't recall, Amy. I was very. I just had. All I know is I had joggers on. Yeah, I don't know. All I know is I had joggers on, and they just didn't let me in, even though they were like cargos. They were kind of like cargo bottoms.
Just had Noah run into the kitchen, going like literally up to the tripod. I was like, he's going to bang that off, ain't he? Did he sneak in the back door, Scott? We can't actually talk about that, Keith, on air. But if you PM me a message, me and Chris have got some interesting pictures we can send over to you.
Jesus.
Again, another little shout for 9 PM. After 9 PM and after Chris has literally just ripped into me like literally, the world's going to end tomorrow. We'll do the room tour with Jezza. So Jezza will flip over to his phone. You're going to want to stick around for that because I know what inverts the line behind Jezza. I mean, a massive shout out to Chris because I had the privilege of being in that room with Chris and Jerimie. And yeah, the only way I could have done that is literally Chris come and got me, and that was that. And that's literally how he did it. He said, I would get you. And he turned up and brought me.
Absolute legend, Chris. Love you.
Oh, God, yeah.
I love you at Bristol.
Oh,
I love you at
I'm
Bristol.
trying to be nice.
I'm not.
All I know is I'm dead at Bristol. So if you don't see me at the show, you know why. I've been winding him up proper the past couple weeks.
You'll turn up at the show, but you won't be able to sit down.
I'll just be waddling around.
That was for C's, wasn't it? And if I remember rightly,
was it C's? Yeah, it was C's.
If I remember rightly, you couldn't go, could you?
C's?
Yeah, and when it Chris that just come pick you up, went, yes, you are.
Oh, what was it? What was the whole thing with that, Chris? Because I wasn't trading, was I?
Well, I don't know.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I think I wasn't trading, but I wanted to go to C's. I wanted to go to the hotel. Oh yeah, I wanted to go to the night before, and you offered the lift up. Yeah. That was a really nice. That was a really nice evening.
So what normally is around 2.5 hour journey ended up being like 4 hours of driving for Chris, just to pop out of the way into where Jerimie is, and we both had the privilege of meeting the maid. So since the teapot incident, we've all took the mickey out of Jezza and said, you've got a maid and you've got a butler and all the rest of it. But no, he's got a beautiful lady there known as his mum, and we had the privilege of meeting his mum, and we've also had the privilege of meeting his dad at the shows as well.
My dad.
He looks at his dad looks at me as if he wants to kill me. Then he starts smiling, and for a minute I'm like, "Oh, sugar," and then he smiles. It's like, "I'm all right."
Nah, he's Bless him. Sometimes I need to keep an eye on him. Sometimes, because at the Capital show, if I wasn't paying attention, he would have given away a tub of rubber duckies for free. I was working out a bargain with someone, and yeah, my dad was like, "Oh yeah, just take one." I was like, "No, they're expensive."
He is a
Literally
legend.
told you-
And
after we did the deal, because they bought all 3 tubs, there was a group of them. I was like, "Dad." He's like, yeah, what's up? He's like, why? Just let me do the negotiation. He's like, why? What happened? It's like, do you know how much those tubs were? No. I was like, they were 85. Huh? 85? It's like, I would have killed you. But I do love him. Without him, I wouldn't have been able to trade any of the shows I was at. So big shout out to my dad. Love you loads.
but I mean, you can see where that smile comes from. It comes from your dad.
Yeah.
Definitely comes from your dad, and that positivity as well. Your dad's just like every
he's just
single
happy.
show.
He's just happy
What
to be
did-
there. Oh, nice. She's popped another sack. I'll show that off later on. But yeah, she's popped another sack, which is nice. Are they all doing well? I know there was kind of the nightmare with them all escaping, but because because the whole
Sorry,
reason why I went with Matt. Oh no, go on.
Just had to message the missus quickly.
It's the magical
someone-
baby juice.
It's
How your hair is so
to be fair,
shiny.
it's my laptop at the moment. If I yeah, I do condition it. Like my dad, he loves the shows. He actually always asks me, "So when's the next show, Jerry? When's the next show?" And I wanted to give him a break from the BTS because my granddad came over on a Thursday night, and he was driving up to pick him up. Then he was working on Friday, all day, working on the wards because he works in the same hospital I do. So I was thinking ahead of time. I was like, oh, maybe I can go with someone. And then Matt offered the lift, and I just thought to give my dad a break. And he's like, why, Jerimie? I would have taken you. I was like, Dad, you've just done multiple consecutive days of night shifts. Then you went to pick up my granddad at midnight from the airport. Then you worked a long day shift on Friday. I'm not making you go to a show for me. I want you to have a break, spend a time with your dad.
However, Jerimie, you did promise me and Chris on arrival at your house for barbecue chicken.
What? When?
And then you said it's fine. We'll sort it out in the morning after the show. On the way back, we'll have it then. And then on the way back, what happened? We had McDonald's.
Nothing happened.
My dad said he was cooking barbecue, and then he didn't cook it. He cooked it the day after.
We have less than a minute before 9 p.m. So if you've got any kids or anybody under the age of 18 watching, please remove them from the screen because we do swear, we do have adult conversation, and Chris certainly will take 0 prisoners at 9 p.m. And it will do the legendary insult to me.
Probably me as well.
Oh.
I got the phone ready so I can hop straight on.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the
there
fuck
we
up, fucking stupid fucking wanker. You fucking reminded me about the fucking breakfast that fucking cunt promised me. Jezza, you're a fucking cunt. Where's my fucking food?
Next time.
Yeah, fucking.
Mildenhall, when you come, when we go Mildenhall, when me and you go Mildenhall.
It better be because I'll
hello?
shove that bottle up your fucking
No,
arm.
I'll bring
How about me?
it in a tub with rice.
I don't want it in a tub in the dice. I want to sit by your posh table, which is fucking 12 meters fucking long, and eat.
12 meters long.
What you fucking laughing at?
Does anyone have Google Translate, please? we need to translate Dracula into English.
Blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah.
Come on, show us your fucking spiders. It's been fucking hour already.
Yeah.
That is.
Right, I will just be jumping off. I'm gonna hop on my phone, so I'll be just a moment, and I'll be back shortly.
Okay. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, the thing what Scott's fucking waiting to happen is fucking his fucking butt plugs to arrive.
They've arrived. Tara's gone.
Sorry?
Tara's gone. She's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got yours as well, but that one wouldn't fit through the door. So it's in the garden.
Because I take it like a fucking man. And Jez instead of good looks takes 5 litre fucking bottles.
We know you take them like a man. You work for CFTM.
Right. So where shall we go first? So I might as well just show off the desk. This is my
Hold
desk.
on. Let's do the big screen, little screen.
2 seconds.
Right.
Big screen, little screen. 3. Hello.
Right. So
boxes.
this is the desk
The big
where
disinfectant, Chris.
I record stuff. So that is a little setup that I will be showing off in the next couple weeks, and just some tubs here. These 2 are empty at the moment. This has got a link spider inside. This is the Pusitia lucasi, the Madagascan link spider. So this is one of my younger females I have at the moment.
She's beautiful.
There is a young juvenile Heteropoda boi in here. And then in here, I can't recall the scientific name for these, but they're a nice little... Oops. Oh, the cups just fell. Oops, sorry. I'm not good.
We've all done it, Jezza. Don't worry, we've all done it.
There are little orb weavers in here. There we are. Kind of see them there. But yeah, there's 2 of them in there. Hopefully they'll pop some sacks for me. I moved that square tub to the side because that's from Phil's mystery box, and I don't want to show it off yet. Right. This is the top bit. This is my sticker board, which has all the stickers from all over the throughout the years, all different business cards. There's my.
Right, where's fucking mine?
Huh?
Where's mine?
That bow is stunning, Scott.
Where is
He's
it?
fucked now.
Is some? Wait, I have one of your stickers.
That stone circle there as well.
Wait, where is your sticker? I have it here somewhere.
Amy's original one.
I need to get another one.
Jezza, you're fucking dead.
Jerimie, have you got both mine up there?
Yeah, got your one there.
No, that's not that. That's the one. Good lad. Marina, we need Marina stickers next.
I got, shiny stickers.
What
What
Jeremy's done with Chris's is covered it with other stickers.
Probably.
No, I promise.
You're fucking.
Where is it? Where is it,
I
Jezza?
don't know. I swear to God, I had one on there. I can't find it now.
There's Phil's. You got your own up there. See that?
Yeah, I've got to have my one. I'll let that. But this is So Danny didn't tell me he was making this. So this was the Kickstarter exclusive, and he used my photo for the Peloctonus hematosoma.
Yes, we do need to print yours off, Tara.
Absolutely stunning. Yeah, I got my own shiny card. And then, yeah, there's just a few bits and bobs here. The 2 teapots I got at the Capital Show. That's from Phil. That's from Leah. This is one of Gav's pieces, a UK stag beetle, the Lucanus.
Impossible Inverts, another fantastic channel to give a follow to.
Some of the British Tarantula Society journals. This is a piece from Afterlife Artistries, one of the David Bowies I got pinned.
Natalie, you seen the recent stuff she's doing?
Oh, some of the true spiders are from me. That is a Dynamurmex gigas worker down there. That one of my first taxidermy pieces I had years ago. A couple fossils. So this is fossilized wood that I found myself at the Isle of Wight. And then I got the ammonite here, mosasaur tooth. These unfortunately were my fire snails, but I preserved the shells from both of them. So they just sit here now. Taxidermy piece with the again from Natalie. This is my mint leg, rest in peace. Unfortunately, she died, so I decided to incorporate her into the taxidermy. How cool is that? Nephila Pilipes, the golden orb weaver. And then as you walk in, you see that is a signed piece from Richard from the Tarantula Collective. These are some isopod pictures I won in a giveaway like years ago. But yeah, that's like
a bedroom breeder.
As you walk in. This is one of my main shelves. Funny story about this is that my work was actually throwing this out. right by Skip. And I called my dad, who was still working. I said, when you get home and drop the kids to school, come back and we'll put this in the car. So I got that. So at the moment, just some boxes on the top. That is like 20 kilos of cricket tubs I got from Christoph of anything. And he gave them to me for like 20 quid. Bargain. But yeah, so yeah, I keep all my dry tubs there. So these are some of the isopods. Those are the Homeogryllus xanthogalathus, which are the crickets.
Yes, the camel crickets.
Yeah, you can see some of them running around
I've
in there.
got some of them. I've got some of them off Jezza.
They're really, really cool.
And they're just...
I won't take them out because they jump a lot. I don't want to lose any more.
Yeah, you didn't warn me about that, did you?
No.
My God.
And
My God.
I go through a lot of fruit flies. So these are the melanogasters. This tub actually has more in there, actually. Look at that. That tub will be gone in a week. And I've got all these spare tubs. I'll move the bottle out of the way. So I've got in here, I've got the Nesadillo Shirautsuri, Cubaris penguin.
Oh,
Quickly. Oh, well, of course, there's nothing on that one.
what a shock out Jerimie opening tubs as rookie.
Where are they?
Marina just dared you to eat fucking flies, pussy.
I can't find any. Right, I'll look there later. No, I'm not going to eat them, Marina. You're the one that eats
the crickets good feeders?
I think they're going to be. If I can establish these ones and grow them up and breed them again, I think they're going to be fantastic. Because I got a group at seas and they exploded. Well, there we go. There's one in there. See? There, these are the Nesadillo Shirautsuri, which were previously Cubaris. No.
I'll tell you what, the interest in the hobby for isopods over the last couple of years has absolutely exploded. They seem to have gone to from what you keep isopods to we all keep isopods. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's been really nice to see.
It was good to see Frantic Collective have some on his channel and show everybody that they are absolutely epic.
These are the Armadillidium parasite, all these speckled pods.
Ooh.
They're nice. I've started. Oh, there we go. I've started getting some white ones in here.
Ooh.
And you see, there's pied ones as well.
Amazing,
isn't it?
Because
once I get some more, I'll separate them out and hopefully start breeding some morphs. Because I don't believe there are any morphs of the parasite just yet, as far as I'm aware. Here are my hoffs.
Hoffmannsage?
Yes.
Look at the size of them.
Massive.
Beautiful.
So you see, these are all females and then one territorial male.
Even it the bigger.
There's more down here.
Do you reckon the territorial male kills the other males?
Oh, he definitely chases the juvenile. So you see, this one's a juvenile, but there's still. Oh, that's a nice example. There's a chocolate here. That's a chocolate. Then that's the normal. Definitely. Doesn't really show off, but yeah, they started breeding for me, which is fantastic. Hopefully, I'll be able to offer those to people soon. Got the Pachnoda beetles in here. There's a couple on the surface. So I've just got like 50 larvae the other day for like £12. So that just boosted my colony.
Got Pachnoda larvae, but I couldn't tell you the species off the top of my head.
See if there's any.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see the soil wriggling a little bit. There's some in there. Yeah, they're all buried up.
I've got Pachnoda Isulca.
Isulca. Is that how you pronounce it? Isulca?
Yeah, I've got five beetle larvae.
A recent acquire, the Porcellio bolivari, these skeleton isopods.
What, they're high yellow?
These are just the normal bolivari.
Wow.
I think there should be a male in here somewhere. Oh, there he is.
And For anybody watching, Jez, how are you tailoring the difference between the males and the females?
Right, so if I get
Because I know my wife's watching and she'll be very interested to know.
so you see those little stick thingies on the bum.
Yeah.
So those are called
You're right.
uropods. So the males on large Porcellio species have really elongated uropods. The function, I don't know. It might be for pheromones. I'm not, honestly not sure. But females have a lot smaller. And you can tell this is a female because there's a juvenile male here. And you can see how elongated his uropods are already.
Yeah.
Adult male. So yeah, that's how you tell the difference. At least with the Spanish. All the Spanish pods are the same in regards to uropod size. So yeah, those I just got at the BTS recently. So I'll pop those back. And then Panda Kings.
Oh, they're beautiful. Panda Kings seem to be you get your beginner stuff, and then the next posh one people seem to go for, including myself, is Panda Kings. And they are.
I still shed a tear every time I see these because I got them when they first came in the country and they were £100 for 5.
Yes. And now they're. But it's the same with all the Thai species. The Thai K species at the moment, like Pink Lambo and Diablo, they'll all come down in price.
Oh yeah, eventually they'll all crash because they breed quite prolifically, and once they're established, they'll be easy to acquire kind of thing, you know. I'll just pop this back, and then I'm not going to show every single tub, but all of these down here are isopods.
Where's the rubber duckies?
Oh, they are
in a bathtub.
While you're getting them, if one of the moderators could please drop Jerimie's channel link into the comments, just periodically, that would be absolutely fantastic. Look at them.
So these smaller ones are from my own breeding, and the bigger ones are from micro exotics. So I've got a couple bloodlines in here. Of course, all the babies are buried up. There's some younger ones there.
Well, the females, they burrow, don't they, to lay the brood?
Babies. Yeah. There's actually one baby just there, that little dot. That's a baby. But yeah, they're doing really well. I just upgraded them into this tub. But I'll just show off. I'll show off these 2 tubs here, and then we'll move on to some other animals. Because I've probably got maybe 30 odd tubs now of isopods. So these are, of course they're not under here. Somewhere in there. I was going to say those are expansus, but there's none up on the surface at the moment. I'll show you Magnificus, so another large Spanish species.
Blah, blah, blah.
There we are. There's a male. Really
wow, they're huge.
Yeah. Rivaled for probably one of the largest Spanish species out there. And yeah, so a male and a female here. Stunning.
Have I missed the quality tea service?
Yes, you have actually. I showed off a teapot earlier, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
Oops. It's hard to do this one-handed. I feel like Exotic Slayer at the moment. What's up, guys?
We did have Micro Exotics on a live stream. He did a discount on his website at the same time. It was awesome.
Oh, he's a legend. I've been working with Adam for years now, and I've been shopping with him since I started in the hobby. Really. Right, let's move on to here. So, at the moment, it's just these 2. The bottom rows don't really have anything. This is empty at the moment. These are my Camponotus maculatus colony.
Oh, wow, they're doing well.
Yeah, so I started this off with a colony of 20. You can see the ones with the black heads are the majors. Loads of brood. I don't know if I can find the queen in here. She's somewhere in that mass. In here I've got a Gandanameno female. Somewhere in there. In here I've got the Pusitia lucasi, the Madagascar lynx spiders.
Green on her.
They're stunning, aren't they?
Beautiful.
And then in the back, got a female on a sack. Hold on.
Oh.
Get her in some better light.
Oh, jizza.
Yes.
Jizza.
Yes.
I just saw your background thingy.
What
some
background
times in
thingy?
your background when you lifted
Where?
that one, which was Exoterras, and that reminded me you sold an Exoterra to someone else, not me. At
What?
last show.
Oh, yeah, Charlotte.
Are you fucking taking a piss?
But you don't
What,
need
Charlotte
exos. You've got so many.
I need more.
You're selling 10.
You're selling something, yeah, Chris?
I replaced them with the size I need. No, I bought the size
go,
I
there's,
need, and I realized I just don't need that size. I have like
Mature
20
male
empty
drumming to
ones.
the female now.
More than that.
How many XOs have you got left, Chris? For sale.
For I don't know. I think 3, maybe 1.
And a 30
In
by
here.
30 by 45. How much are they?
Heteropoda
30.
ocelot.
Sorry?
30 quid.
And can you take them to one of the shows if somebody messages you?
Yep.
There you go. So if you want a 30 by 30 by 45, drop Chris a message. Got 3 XOs left. I'll send you a PM about the hissers as well.
Did you?
Yeah. Chris is selling off a load of hissing cockroaches as well. If you want some of them, drop him a message. Ooh.
Yeah. Pseudoglomerus magnifica. There's one
You
munching on bee pollen. There's a bunch
Can you
of
remember
females
when they
here.
first come out in the hobby? 5 for £35,
Yeah, they were
and
like
you'd end up with
super-
5. Yeah, and they wouldn't give you a male.
Yeah.
You'd end up with 5 females.
Do you have
See,
the
I
set-
had
do you
opposite
have-
luck. I got my first 5 from Tony, and I ended up with all males. But they're stunning. I got a group from Yang. But yeah, so here is my
Fuck
minion
you, man.
female, and I'll show off her babies in a moment. And here's my 2 female. Oh, there's one.
Ooh.
My morning geckos.
Oh, lovely.
And in the back,
everybody's trying to get me in
nothing
a
exciting.
hard
I've
one
got
now.
a bunch of adult female heteropoda bow eyes in the back. I don't know if you want to see one.
Yeah, might as well, Jizza.
I'll just pop the camera down quickly. They are a little bit skinny at the moment because I only just acquired them recently. I got a good deal from Lee for a bunch of them.
Do you know you were late coming to the stream, and you said you had to tidy a few things up.
Now I'm just making a mess again.
Were you? No, I was just wondering if you were moving all your MILF pictures into the house. Jezza has got a soft spot for MILFs.
So this is the adult female, one of them. So they are.
It always
I got like
fascinates
a bunch
me
of them because they had like
how they keep their legs. How they keep their legs bent and they look almost broke. And then when they want to move, they obviously aren't broke because they go
lightning quick. But
Yeah.
Just pop the lid on because yeah, essentially they're all doing good. They've all eaten once. I just need to bulk them up and then I'll pop a male in. What else is back here? Bow eye.
Matt says I can confirm he had a Cougar Town calendar on the wall above the sticker board.
Shut up, Matt.
See, he didn't say it's not true. He was just said shut up because Matt's giving the secrets away.
This is a Cupienius sale, adult female with an egg sac.
Oh, beauty.
Yeah,
I love the
apologise.
sallow. It's such a stunning spider. Still quite, relatively cheap as well.
Yeah, they are relatively cheap. Really, really nice spiders. I did a trade with a guy. He swapped a pair of the Lucassi with me. Oh, I won't disturb her because she's going to bury up soon. Oops. Top that. Back. Over. Just trying to keep things tidy in here. This room can get very messy very quickly.
We've got no idea. All we can see is a mesh of an exo.
I'm just popping stuff back, dude.
It's only Grant's login and password written in Sharpie mark.
Right, so this is the girl you wanted to see, dude.
Steve, we do a warning at 9 o'clock. After 9 o'clock, no children should be watching this live. You got any trapdoors?
I do. Who I can actually show off in a moment. She's hidden in where? Oh, she's coming out. There she is. Oh.
Oh, wow.
So you can see she's eating again.
Oh, wow.
But you
She
see the
is
legs.
shockingly beautiful.
You see the legs. After almost 2
Shockingly
years
beautiful.
mature, she still is looking really healthy.
She is beautiful.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely gorgeous.
that'll be Mama.
Yes, that is Mum. Oh, hold on. I need to angle that wood properly.
Yep. You got to angle your wood correctly.
Shut up.
Because you said it.
In the back here is my Asian Opus aspectans female, who I've paired. And she's huge. Just waiting for her to drop.
So I tried to pair ours, but the male was old and literally just didn't do anything and ended up passing away. Yeah, in with females enclosure.
Oh, bless her. Bless him. This is my iconic froggo. This is Lambo, my Pac-Man frog. Who is
I've still got tears from Matt. Only grand.
Oh, Matt, I hate you. Yeah. And then that here,
Black paper.
in here is the P. Murinus usambara down there. I don't want to get it out because it's angry.
Yeah.
Over here is my paired female Mastigoproptus giganteus.
She looks very gravid.
Look at that abdomen. Hopefully soon.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Down there.
Do they produce the same kind of a sack like the Taylor's whips do?
Yeah, they hang it from underneath the abdomen, and then they just carry it for like I think it was 3 months gestation period incubation period last time.
And then do the babies climb up onto mom's back?
Yeah, and then they disperse after they molt. Will this one play game? That's the question. Oh, yes. Lovely. This is a subadult female Macroctonus kingsley.
Or black fang?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, when I had the male and I couldn't find anybody with a female, and when he matured, I have never seen such a stunning spider in all my life.
Gorgeous, aren't they?
It's shimmering gold across the carapace, and the abdomen was just like, to die for.
Super nice.
Oh, mate, absolutely die for.
Now this lid is not closing properly. Okay.
Well, you've got the gold fang, the black fang, and the red fang.
Yes, and I've paired 2 of those. The golds and the black reds. I just need to pair the blacks now. Up here is most of my tarantulas and other bits. this little one I just acquired recently. The Brachyperma Smithy.
Who was that from? Don't mind me asking. Truthful.
Amy. It was her one. She was selling them at the BTS stand. A few of her teas, and I saw this one. 50 quid. Good size.
It's 50 quid.
Yeah, and it's one with CITES papers as well.
Oh, so it's definitely the Smith, though. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look at the carapace. It's not got that full black. 50 quid.
So she weren't selling them; she was literally giving them away.
Yeah. Apparently, she had a massive Bomai on her table for £40. And I was like, I saw the Smithy and I snatched it up. That one is absolutely gorgeous. Unfortunately, a lot of my teas I keep right now are Asian fossorial. So I've got the Devon Martha in here. I've got the Vietnam Silver here. Oh, this one here is probably one of my oldest living inverts in my collection. I've had this one since 2021.
Oh, beauty. Beautiful.
The Scolopendra mutilans.
Mutilans, yeah.
Yeah, she's a big adult female.
Quite chilled as well for mutilans. I'm surprised she's not trying to get out.
No, you know, to be fair, she's fairly chill unless she's eating. Then she like shreds those roaches to bits. Oh, and I just want to mention as well, some of the tubs I've been showing off have been a bit just like, you know, a piece of wood with some dirt in it. So it's mainly because they're breeder tubs. I do want to start incorporating more planted display enclosures in the future. It's just for now, whilst I'm doing a bunch of breeding, I just want to keep the females in an enclosure where I can monitor their health and monitor the egg sacs. Because if you can imagine, if something, for example, like this girl, when I pulled the egg sac, I had to tear everything apart and the back of it doesn't look really nice anymore. So I want to, you know, whilst I have them breeding, how do I explain it? Whilst I have them breeding, just have them in a basic tub just for ease of removing egg sacs, especially with the true spiders. Yeah. So this one is an Ephesus Intermedia that I got in the Spar box last year. High five. I think it's a male.
That's Jeremy's finger itching for the next 2 weeks.
Tickle, tickle.
Intermediate in a mystery box.
Yeah, I got the intermediate and I was absolutely shocked. It was insane.
Yeah, sometimes less is more, says Tim. With the enclosures, yeah.
This little one. So this was my very first tarantula.
You said tickle, tickle then. Sounds different in earphones.
So it doesn't run away. So this Vitalis chromatus is my very first tea ever. That the story behind this one, at the time I was buying some stuff from Ben, and I told Ben I'm not allowed to keep tarantulas because I'm not allowed them. My mum said no tarantulas, no spiders. And what he did was he sent me a bunch of roaches and isopods, and he snuck this little sling inside and said, "You're welcome." And now it's grown to this lovely juvenile female, which I believe it's female. So absolutely awesome. And you see how old it is because I haven't changed the end to V. Yeah, absolutely stunning. But yeah, I do agree with you, Tim. Sometimes, especially for the breeder individuals, less is more.
I still haven't changed my electric blues over to Nanotraxium or whatever. Oh, what a joke! They should have just left it as Chili Brachius Electric Blue.
Electric Blue. Spar spiders.
And I think we should all whinge until they do change it.
Become a member on Scott's channel to get 50% off Spar spiders. So this was the Hadogenies I was talking
about. And then when you order, put fuck your discount code.
Yeah.
The Hadogenies minor, or I think Tim, did you say these were Pistocanthus? I can't remember.
One of the scorpions that looks like a DWA but isn't.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Which is the Cheloctonus johnisi.
Oh, nice.
Large adult female.
Oh, she is stunning.
Yeah, technically she's not mine. She's Yi-Yang's.
Oh, what a guy Yi-Yang is, man. What a guy.
Oh, he's so nice, isn't he?
Tim says you're correct, by the way.
Yes. Cool. So I'll pop that down. What else can I show off? Oh, you'll like this, Scott. So you remember you gave me that weaver spider?
Yes.
And they've all lived together. They're all still in here. And there's one individual right here. This is a male. So I kept them all together. And I do believe they bred in here because I saw some slings recently. Just see if I can turn it around, see if I can see any. Why is it every time I want to show something off, they're not in here?
Oh, it always happens.
Oh, there's a
always
big one there. Look at that. That's a beast.
Is that one munching another one? Or is it molt?
It looks like a old mature male because this is a female.
Well, I wonder if they've paired and then she's
Probably eaten him after, yeah.
smashed him up after.
So hopefully that's the second generation. You see, slings, they're breeding in here, dude.
Oh, that's wicked.
Cool. Super, super cool. So I'll have to see if Lee can get me some in the future.
Get a new bloodline in there.
Oh, all right. Let's see what else is cool. I can show her now. Oh, this girl's stunning. So this girl unfortunately didn't win, but it is the Euphalus parvulus, the Chilean gold burst tarantula. Look at her. Absolutely stunning.
Nice.
Yeah, unfortunately, she lost. I believe it was. Oh, going for a wonder. It was a Saracopelma that won the New World. Let's see. That's hiding. That's also hiding. Right, let's see. Oh, here we are. This is another one of the Yangs. Put that there. It's the Heteropoda. Absolutely stunning.
No, Craig, take care, dude. Matt says Jerimie is forever banned from opening tubs in car parks. Do you want to tell the story?
So I'm doing what I'm doing now with a young Heteropoda lanula sling. And I wanted to check if it was all right because it had recently molted, but hardened up. And I just wanted to make sure it was okay. And basically, it decided to go pew, and it jumped underneath my poly box. And I thought it was a good idea to pick up the box and move it so I can grab it from the handle. And yeah, so it jumped underneath Matt's car, and we spent 20 minutes poking it to try and get it out of the car. But you can see, look,
I think the picture going around of literally like Matt underneath the car.
Yeah, Mark's got a picture of Matt just lying like perfectly straight, trying to look for the spider, and I've got a stick trying to poke it.
And he got it back.
Yeah, I got it back. Eventually.
She's beauty.
Yeah,
that was the first true spider I actually bought. That was off the spider shop. I think it was. It's one of the first actual videos on the channel as well. I think it was 60 quid. Back then.
60, wow.
For an adult female. Oh, but mate, it made my day. Absolutely, well, made my year.
They're so stunning.
Because all you hear about them is, oh, they're super fast. They're super fast. If you get one, as soon as you take the pot off, that's it. It's gone.
Yeah,
and so chill. They're only lightning quick. If you fuck with them, as soon as you start fucking with them, that's it. Yeah, of course they're going to disappear.
Yeah, as soon as you start them, of course they're going to zip off and run away. It's a given, you know.
Charlotte says it's a note from me.
Come
Jerimie,
on, Charlotte. You like the desert huntsmen. You gotta like other ones too.
Do you still want woodlice spiders? Leah can have a look for another mouse spider for you.
Oh yes, please.
The green fangs.
The woodlouse spiders. You know those red ones with the massive fangs.
We've got them already.
What?
The ones that you were showing earlier.
Osman, here's your harmonicons, dude. One of them down there. Look at those spinnerets already.
There's a male.
Gorgeous.
That fast thing.
But yeah, so this is the main corner where I'm keeping
That
most
one
of the
there's
main
my own.
breeding projects, slings wise. So I've got groups and stuff here as well.
Jerimie, you're an absolute legend, by the way.
More than welcome, dude.
Because we've got the Oblivious out, and and it's quite obvious what a male and female now.
Yeah, nice, dude. Yeah, anytime for the help, dude. Always happy to help. But yeah, these are mixed stuff. Down here, all my breeding slings. These are like every single Bra Plus tub bar this one. This has got the one of my paired vinegaroons as well. In there. Again, super fat. Bar that one has got.
And see something cute, not creepy. You've seen the frog, Charlotte. What more do you want?
So these are Hedgepoda bowai in here.
Yeah, and of course, none of them have ever got out in a garage, have they? No.
No. Actually, no. I did quite well with these. I kept them all on the sack, and I just put the pot in and put them inside. And then what I do is I just take off this top bit, pung a bunch of fruit flies, and then just close it. Jobs are good. None of them are getting out. Very simple. Viridicius in here. There's one. Just there. Bunch of them running around in there. Hang on. This gorgeous guy. Where is he? Oh, there he is. He's on the wood. Perfect. This is a mature male Holconia mariensis.
That literally just looks like a piece of taxidermy. He is that still.
I'm going to try and maneuver my hand so I can show the face. Oh.
Just don't rush anything because you're on live or anything, Jezza. Just take your time.
Yeah, no worries, dude.
Don't worry.
Sorry, having a
Yeah.
You're all right, Chris.
On the phone. Hold on.
All right, brother.
Look at the little tippy taps.
Ooh, we only had 6 of them.
Tyra's just showing me our Pat Chong. We had 6, and now we've got about 15.
Nice, dude.
Tyra's handiwork again.
Stay still.
Oh.
There you are.
I think she must have been. I think she's been chatting to Post Pods, Leah, and Phil's other half, Amy.
There we are, dude. He's sat still now. You can have a look at his face.
I'm good, Dad. You?
I'm just sad that he doesn't have a lady friend. Well, because I did buy this as a female, but yeah, never mind. Stunning. All right, you're going back in your enclosure before you do a run.
Oh, little baby.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'll put him to the side. Right, let's get back down here and have a look at what else we got. So we've got somewhere in these webbings. There we go. There's one. Got the Cucurcania hibernalis.
Nice.
Got a bunch of slings in there. Oh. So you saw the sack earlier of the Lucassi.
Oh, wow.
That's how many
awesome.
potentially hatch out. And they're growing like weeds.
Do they feed on each other, or?
There's one. You know, I haven't actually seen any of them eating each other as of yet. I was told by the guy what he did was, so you see these big exoterrors, he had a massive group in one of these and was just adding bloodlines for 10 generations of slings. So about 2.5 years. So what I'm planning to do is this egg sac I'm going to keep all together and see how they do. And then there's Mum. She hasn't eaten any of them. Not interested in them at all. And you
Steve,
can
the,
see,
the
like,
problem
if
with
they,
the garbage is, as a lot of you know, I was a drug addict for a little while. Well, for a long while, actually, 10 years ago. And this is the last drug I've got left other than caffeine. And I managed to give up the Class A's and stuff, but I do struggle with giving up nicotine.
Look at the little green dots. You can see all the molts. But this behavior, though, if they truly didn't like each other, they would have dispersed by now. I mean, judging by the size. But you can see all the dead fruit flies in there. And not one dead one. There's all just molts.
Clacker Lover says, "Hey Jizza, when are you showing us your Spar Spiders mystery box?"
This Friday. This Friday.
And what was good about them is there's not one box the same.
No. I think my box is pretty much. What's in here? These are some wolf spiders that you probably won't see at the moment.
I am going to get on my hands and knees in front of Daddy Spar and ask him if he'll put one towards the Christmas Day giveaway, though.
These are focus Maderianas. Wolf spiders can't climb plastic. They can of slings. Well, if there's multiple, they can climb. But yes, there's just a few more species down there. This is a lovely OBT that was gifted to me by Mark. Oops.
Jizza, Marina says, Jizza, how long does it take you to do your bug room rounds, feedings, etc.?
Good question, actually.
I know, Steve. We weren't getting you wrong, dude. I know. Much love.
Would I be able to answer that once I finish showing off? Is that
yeah?
Not as long if you have 3,000 females.
Right. So, just for the sake of time, I won't dig through all of here, but basically in here is multiple different size slings.
We've got time, Jerimie. Do not worry.
Yeah, it's just I'll be here for hours otherwise.
Just go for a couple of your favourites.
Oh, good question. Yeah, let's have a look here. Right, so I do need to put some bark in here. I rehoused these the other day. So these are. Oh, I'll drop down now. This is Barolestis ceristoi. Oh, actually, it's a good thing it stayed on the dirt.
That one from Cameroon as well as?
No, these are from Asia.
Barolestis, sir.
Yeah, the Barolestis genus, they come from Asia, but these, I really wish I had some bark in here now. But these are a lichen mimic. I don't know if you can see the tufts on the legs.
Also, don't forget the trapdoors.
Lift that one up.
Yeah, I'll show that one off as well. See those tufts? They mimic lichen. Absolutely stunning. But yes, I will be getting some wood in here. There's another Euphyllis there. Egg sac. These are some of my slings I've been keeping. Oh, don't show that off. That's part of the mystery box. My baby Carolinensis I bred myself. These are some of my holdbacks.
That needs a fucking rehab.
Yes, it does.
Right now, Jezza. Right now.
Right
now. Get the two bucks.
Right now. Dracula spoken.
Oh, went back in its web, but there's I don't know if you can see his palps in there.
Yeah.
A male Gandanameno. And then there's a female somewhere here. Oh, that's part of the mystery box as well. What else? Where's the trapdoor? Oh, it's all the way in the back. Yeah.
I like Chris. He's a jalapeno of these lies. Woohalla. We are all sad as fuck.
It's down there. I don't know how well you can see it. Oh, reflection. Just whoops. It's where my thumb is. It's the Lephistius ornatus, the orange trapdoor.
Nice.
Yeah, it's doing really well.
Have you fed it recently? No.
Yeah. I put a roach in last night.
Literally just about to say.
Yeah, it's just mixed stuff down here. Oh, actually no.
Yeah, The slingshot carriers are nice. If you pop over to exoticenclosures.co.uk, Tim builds them, and I checked them out at Capital. Very nice. Oh, hello.
That's a Madiriana from my own breeding. One of my females.
Hogner Maridina.
Yes, look at those yellows.
I think the Hogners are some stunning wolves in the Hogners.
I love
Stunning.
them. Absolutely gorgeous.
I mean, I've always wanted to breed pair up Hogner Miami, and I've always had either a female or a male, but never at the same time.
Yeah. It's like with my pine giants. I was lucky because they usually all come in female, but I managed to get some males this time around. Right.
Mine's doing really well, really well.
That is a male David Bowie from Yang.
Oh.
Here. Oh, sweating. These 3 tubs all have Steatoda. There's a huge one there. My God, look at that.
What the packet? Oh God, I'm losing it.
Liliana, yeah.
Yeah. Have you got the adult female around to show off?
Unfortunately not. They've both passed now.
What baby dairy cows?
There's a bunch of them in there. Here is an egg sac that recently hatched of Citricola, the African tent weavers. Bunch of them in there. Some adult female Gandana minnows.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Yeah, there's one here actually that I'll show off. I'm running out of space to put down stuff.
You can take 2 minutes if you need to move stuff around, Jezza.
Oh, all right, dude. I'll yeah. What I'll do
if that'll help.
I'll just pop her here so you can look at her whilst I just quickly tidy up a little bit. Oops.
I think we've all got the same problem as not enough space and want more stuff.
Bye,
So Jerimie will be back in 1 second. He is literally just moving the stuff around, but what an absolute legend. Again, unfortunately, won't be at Wigan due to university exams, but I think we can let him off just that one show. Chris, that's a naughty smile, Chris. What are you planning?
No, my work colleague just messaged me.
Work colleague? You're the boss.
You can look at her for the meantime whilst I just quickly tidy up a little bit.
Yeah, but it's politely to call them colleagues.
One of the underlings.
Yeah.
What ones are they?
How do I?
Oh God. Looks like Chris has got track wins, says Tim. Steve says, "Love you guys, we're only friends in this wicked UK." Steve, animal people. That's it. That's what it's about. Animal people are the best, and that includes people that just love animals, not necessarily keep animals, just people that love animals. They're the best people. Amy, we already took the spare room for reptiles and spiders. Now taking the games room over for the spiders. Oh, go on. Is that Grand Danimano?
I built a shed for
Yes,
my
it
spiders
is.
in the garden.
Adult female.
A shed?
Help it. Yeah.
That's not a shed. It's far too big for a shed.
It's not too big. I filled it within a month. Now I need another shed.
Well, no, you just moved your collection in there. That was it. Done. Filled.
No. Yes.
It's not another shed you need, Chris. You need a unit.
With 3,000 females.
You're the boss at work now, so can't you cordon off an area and build yourself a room at work?
Yeah, not enough land.
Way.
But sure.
Again, it would be perfectly nice and warm for them.
So whilst we're down here, I'll just quickly show off. So this.
Oh,
Oh.
Tim, don't even start, you fucking bastard.
That's a mature
He's got
male.
too much time on his hands. That shed is amazing. Chris says,
Another
I've been trying to
female.
convince the other half to turn her bunny craft room into an invert room. Bunny craft room into yes.
Chris, I'll have the best advice that I can give you, and I give this advice to everyone, even when they buy stuff from me at the shows. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. Just do it, and when she comes home, be like, "Look what I did." And then if she's angry, ask for forgiveness.
Chris, me and Chris, just book us into the tip. Me and Chris will turn up and we'll empty a room for you. Don't worry. 1968 says, I have a serious question for you guys. My local exotic shop has an adult female cobalt blue for sale. Is there something very similar to an ice cream tub and they want £80 for it? Should I rescue it? When you talk about ice cream tub, do you mean the baroplastics? £80 for a cobalt blue is literally double what it should be.
You'll like this one, Scott, dude. Guess what this
I
is?
already do. Is that a jumping spider?
Yes, but which one?
Is that the one that was described in 2023? Oh, God.
No.
Zoom in on the face.
Oh, because every time I get close, it runs away. Well, there we are. Do that.
That is beautiful.
It's Portia Schultze.
Absolutely beautiful.
This is a subadult male.
Oh. I think you might just have got me into actually considering keeping jumpers.
These are so cool. Portia are one of my favorite spiders of all time, and I actually watched them on a documentary.
Portia something.
Sorry?
Charlie G says Portia something.
Yes, Charlie. Portia Schultze. Absolutely stunning. I've got a group of 10. Hopefully I get a pair. We'll see. They are actually for sale now. If you message Tanya over at Hylas Hub UK, she will ask if you can provide feeder spiders because these require live spiders as a prey item. And me being me, I have access to loads of spiders.
Tim says, I think bunny craft is code for BDSM. I'm sure I read about it somewhere. Amanda says they're gorgeous. I'd love one. Are you going to be pairing them up and breeding them, Jezza?
If I manage to get a pair, so far I'm quite male heavy. Yeah, so those are. You see my shelves. I'll just quickly show off the incubator. Let me just.
British jumping spiders are gorgeous to look at, but they're so tiny. We've got one of the jumpers in the UK is endangered, isn't it? It's really, really, really rare.
One of our natives, yeah. Right. This enclosure is currently empty. It did have the lovely mint leg inside, but unfortunately she has passed away. So we'll be redoing this enclosure at some point, but loads of plants growing in there. So this is my heated vivarium, which is currently being heated by a thermostat heat mat. That little white thing in there. This is a
Bluetooth keeper cables.
Thermometer and hygrometer, a little Bluetooth one, so I can constantly monitor and check the fluctuations in temp. So in here at the moment, I've got a giant Sobalis negabensis. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Over there. You see her just over there.
She's good size.
Honestly, when I open the tub, it scared the daylights out of me. That's what I normally get, that size. Look at the size of her. She is huge.
Although, Jerimie, you want a bit more substrate in there. They burrow. They can burrow.
Yeah. I'm going to change her to the deeper tub. Look at the size of her. Absolutely massive.
Yeah, but your hands are tiny, so you can't compare it to your
Piss
hands.
off.
Your
Yeah.
hands are like fucking, it's probably about fucking inch big.
I've
He's
got the
prepared for you
Savalas.
tonight, ain't he, Chris?
Sorry?
I said he's prepared himself for you tonight.
This little one here, I just got recently. This is known as the Cibrenus species, also known as the cartwheel spider. Because what they'll do is when they're discovered by predators in the sand dunes, they'll curl up into a ball and roll down hills. And they'll also use it as a mode of transportation.
Which, when the Negerpenensis come into the hobby, they were misidentified as these and were sold as the cartwheels.
But look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. And then, yeah, so I've got some. Oh, these are Yiang's Hadurus, which I've just temporarily put into these enclosures here.
Where is Yang then? Has he gone off to university or gone back to China?
He's going to China for the summer. So he
Hey,
asked me
nameless.
to look after a lot of his animals for him.
How about all his phasmids?
They've gone to Curtis Larkin
Oh, yeah.
and John.
I need to see Curtis. I'm
He's a
hoping he's
cool
at
guy.
Wigan. Yeah, hoping he's at Wigan.
Sicarius thomisoides. I've raised these from tiny little slings 2 years ago.
Yeah. And they grow so slow, it's unreal.
Oh my god! I really bloody hope one of these is
Painful, isn't it?
female.
It's painful. It's painful how slow they grow. Claire
That's
says how
2.5
many
years
spiders.
from a 1 centimeter sling. And where is my male?
Claire, just hold that question for when we do the questions after the room tour. After the room tour, we're going to
Dave, if
spin
you're
the wheel
watching,
and do a random number generator between 1 and 90. And that's to see who won the mystery box on the last video.
Dave, if you're watching, dude, send me a picture of your Sicarius as male wants some loving. Oh, nice. Did you see that? I just heard the sand flicking.
What's your thoughts on like the speculation that sand spiders are the most venomous in the world? I know. They think there's 30,000 species of sand spider still yet to be discovered and described.
Easily
So
so.
put those out your mind and just concentrate on the ones that are in the hobby. Would you say that they are going to be on DWA
No.
when they're looked at a bit correctly?
Definitely
Because
not.
there's only been one death, and that was a lady, well, a young girl that got bitten on the head, and she had serious underlying health conditions, didn't she?
Indeed. To be fair, where it comes from is that the Sicarius family is very, very closely related to the Loxosceles genus, which are the brown recluse. So Loxosceles, and I can't remember what the Sicarius family is. I think it's Sicaridae. They're very, very close. So the assumption is that they have similar venom potency because they're that closely related. And there's been debates going on for years and years, papers going, oh, this one's Sicarius are dangerous. Then it's thomisoides are not dangerous. It's this one that's now been reclassified into this genus. And it's like, oh, it's a mess. But me personally, I think they're very, very clumsy out of sand. And
Yes.
I don't think they can harm anyone as long as you don't stick your flipping fingers in there.
1968, do you mean this type of size? Because I'd say a large juvenile would be all right in there, but an adult female, definitely not.
Oh, and then my female emperor, which is getting fatter and fatter by the day, hopefully gravid. And then the last thing I want to, couple things. White's tree frogs here. This is Max, a smooth-sided toad, who I love him because I'll sit here and he'll sit here whilst I'm doing feedings and he'll just keep tapping the glass trying to eat the roaches and I'll feel bad and I'll feed him one. That's why he's got such a fat belly.
He's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I'm going to keep one of these 45s, so I'll eventually upgrade him into one of these in the future. But yeah, so this is the last thing I'm going to show off today. I'll probably go into a more detailed tour, but I hope you guys enjoyed it because I don't really show off my collection really.
Jazz,
So,
I put 50p in your
here.
meter.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I don't really do tour videos. I usually just do small bits of the collection at a time. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If there's anything that you'd like to see in the future, let me know or let Scott know, and I can always jump on and do another feature or certain
Can you
animals.
show me one more thing before you finish?
What?
Can we see your butler?
There.
No.
But yeah. So, anyways, this is my incubator that I've got recently, and I've been using it with more accurate readings for rearing true spiders. So, currently, as I mentioned, I've got the Viridaceous sac that I'm incubating in here because I pulled a little bit too early. The eggs look good. In here, Cameroon crab spiders, which are due to be rehoused probably tomorrow because they've just emerged from stings. Look at those. And then...
And they will eat each other.
Tarantulas. These are my minions.
Molting out finally. Fuck yes.
Yeah. Some of them, you can see some of the legs aren't looking the best. And, you know, I'm happy to show it off because it's just a cycle of life. But some of them are doing really well. So I'm going to keep them all. See if I can get these ones with the funny legs to eat and get them molting out. And then, yeah. So, yeah. I'm happy. First successful tarantula pairing.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah. Tried many times to breed the tarantulas, but I finally done it. Right, so that is basically.
I remember how you tried pairing Miniman.
Shut up. Rest in peace, Miniman. But yeah, so that was pretty much the majority of my collection. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing that.
No, Russ.
If you guys want to see like a more featured thing on specific things, so like all my isopods, stuff like that, you'll pop over to the channel, message me on my social medias, or let Scott know, and I can always do another live doing the features on my other species I'm currently keeping.
If one of the moderators could just drop jizzas link into the comments, if you could go over and give him a subscription, that'd be absolutely awesome. Are you flipping back onto the laptop for questions?
Yes, I will be doing that now. So give me a moment, I'll be there shortly.
Just while Jerimie does that, then, so on my mystery box unboxing from Spar Spiders, I actually bought a £30 mystery box at the same time with £10 postage and packaging, and did all that. And that was just so we could do a random giveaway. Into that, we had 90 comments. So, Chris, just before you disappear, could you please get a random number generator up on screen? And what I'll do is whatever number it is, I'll count down and see who it is, and that person will then win. If you commented twice, your second comment, I will just ignore that one and go to your first. If that makes sense.
All right. Random number generator.
Hey. Yeah, so good luck, everyone.
Hold on before I do it.
And it's just because I'm monetized and I want to make sure I'm putting back into everybody that's supporting me at the same time. So this is just one way I can do that.
Hello, everyone. So random number generator on Google. As you can see, it is as random as possible. So we want from 1 to 90.
Please, brother.
Do you want to do the countdown?
No, you do.
Oh, fuck you, I'm pressed it anyway. 57.
Number 57. So I will after the stream, I'll go down the comments, and whoever commented at number 57 has just won a £30 mystery box from Spar Spiders. If I know you personally, or if I know of you, I will get in contact with. If not, I will comment underneath your comment, and just drop me a message either on Facebook, TikTok,
and
Insta.
screen record himself counting.
And I'm not. I'll just count down.
Exactly.
1, 2,
50 hours for him to count.
It is going to take me a little while, yeah. Well, I'll do that after the stream anyway. And again, just before Chris disappears, Chris goes live. Jeremy, have you got an echo cancellation on your StreamYard?
Oh, sorry. Let me do that
That's
now.
right.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't reply. I've just gone through and liked and hearted every single comment because I didn't reply, because then the numbers would get mixed up with how many actually have commented. if that makes sense. But some of the comments, well, all the comments were just, I just said, basically the way to enter was just comment something nice about the channel. And a lot of the comments literally had me in tears, got me real emotional. And there was a lot of love for the Tuesday lives. And there was a lot of love for Chris at 9 p.m. as well. So we both really, really appreciate that. Just remember, if you do give Chris a lot of love, he is live every single Friday, pairing spiders in the only way Chris can, Chris's way, from 8 p.m. onwards. Chris doesn't have a watershed, so you can swear in the comments and everything else from the word go.
I'll leave and join back. Give me 1 second.
So if one of the channel moderators could drop Chris's link into the comments, that would be absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
And if you're subscribed to my channel, you've got to be subscribed to Chris as well, man.
I'll put it in my
Still, just surprised you can count to 57. Well, I might get somebody else to do it for me. Maybe I can get to 25, Tim.
Is that any better?
I'll be late for Friday's live, but I'll be there. Cheers, Bart. Appreciate that.
Right, I'm going.
No, that's fine. Cheers, brother. Thank you, dude.
Jizza, fuck you. Fuck you, you
see you Sunday, Chris.
Oh, yeah, see Sunday. No, Friday. See
Friday?
My live, you dickhead.
Oh, yeah. But yeah. See you Friday.
I'm not joining now.
Yes, you fucking are. Otherwise, I'll come to your house.
I'm not fucking joining your live, you prick.
Jerimie. I'll show you the bottle I prepared for you with some spikes and everything.
Sounds like something like the zombie apocalypse.
No, sounds like something going up his fucking bum, like it did last time. See, that's smart.
Well, he looks happy about it, so.
Exactly. Right. Take care, everyone. See you Friday.
So what we'll do now is we'll put Jerimie, boom, on the big screen, and we'll fire some questions over at him for the last half hour. So if you've got those questions that you wanted to answering earlier, drop them in now. If I don't see your question and ask somebody else's, I'll apologise now, but just put it back in again.
Yeah, I heard there was a few questions whilst I was showing off stuff, but it was kind of hard to pick up stuff with one hand and show them all off. But
yeah, don't send the questions on the WhatsApp group because I'm on my phone, so I can't get to them.
Oh, Paul's got a good one. So the Portia species, theoretically speaking, you can feed babies of native spiders. I'll just specimens transfer things. So with Portia, they specialize in weaver spiders. So yes, the plan is for me is to collect the native Araneus that I have loads and loads and loads of in my garden. I've allowed them to breed in the garden. I fed up a load of females last year, a load of babies going on at the moment. And then I'm also feeding off. So you saw I got the 3 tubs up there of the Peculiana. So inevitably, I'm going to get some runts. So those runts will be fed off to the Portia as well. And I also will be collecting the native Steatoda grosser, which I have loads of again in-house, which will be used for feeders. So if you are interested in Portia, do make sure you have access to spiders that can stay fairly small. Tarantula slings, no, they're too big. You got to remember that those Aminias are double the size of Portia. So, and they're babies.
Steve says, "What tarantulas feel good on room temperatures?"
So
yeah, depends what your room temperature is. If it's 22, 24, there's a couple of species, but you'd be looking more at fossorials, the ones that hide away from the heat, really.
Yes. If you are having like the general room temp, which is about 20 to 24, I'd recommend the Gab species, Grabostola, Phonopelma, Brachypelma. They will grow slowly in those temps, but they do well. To be fair, a lot of tarantulas can live at room temp. Mainly people want to get hot. For example, like me, I keep my room at it varies between 26 to 28 degrees in here. We also have the heated Viv, which stays at 35 degrees Celsius. So it does vary depending. So long, again, research is an important thing to look out for. There's loads of people out there that give advice on what they keep at what room temps. I can say something different. Scott can say something different. So get a collective of what the average temps are in your room, and you can pretty much keep majority of tarantulas in your room.
I'm at this type of level is about 24, and then I go up, and it gets to about 27ish at the top shelf. So below this, I actually keep nothing. I keep all the dry bits that I use and the
Same at
sort
home.
of which is the bearded dragons like feed and stuff like that, and camera stuff and what have you. Claire says, how many spiders do you currently have? I'm going to say rough estimate, Jezza.
Did you saw like a quarter of all the breeding slings I have? That's probably about a few hundred there. Let alone all of these lovely ones back here. I'm going to say close to 1,000. That's only because babies.
Dan the Spider-Man, I wanted to know if is it true that Red Fang only live a couple of years?
Now, for me personally,
Oh,
I'm
got
not
you anyway.
raised
No
one.
worries, no worries. Amy sent
I'm
me a
not
message
raised
for a
one
video.
from slave to an adult, but I do want to say that the average lifespan for Cetenidae is about 3-ish years for females. So yeah, about that. I condition my hair now.
My wife wants to know how you keep your hair so shiny.
It's the conditioner. What can I say?
It's the Filipino DNA in it.
Plays a part.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Marina says, Jizza, how long does it take you to feed everything?
So I like to do my stuff throughout the week, so I do it periodically. I don't do everything in one go. Obviously, that would take like probably a whole day for me to feed everything. So I like to do it in parts. So the isopods, they get additional food maybe once every 2 weeks to a month, depending on what I'm feeding them. For example, if I feed them potato or carrot, I won't need to feed them for another month because they'll slowly break down that carrot time. Same with the roaches, the feeders, which I've actually forgot to show off. They're just down there. I keep my feeders there: red runners, dubias, and lobster roaches. And I now am keeping mealworms again. And then the true spider slings, I'll feed them a couple times a week. I'll just chuck in a bunch of fruit flies. I can do it so quickly now that the communal tubs takes me about 20 minutes, if that. And then the main collection, like you saw, a lot of my tarantulas, they could go without food for a couple weeks. So, like my Smithy, I won't probably feed that for a while. It's probably in pre-molt. But yeah, it usually takes me on average about an hour or two, depending on what I'm feeding and when I'm doing it. But you say you're going to be quick, and then you're like, "Oh, that's molted. Oh, those look really cool when they're eating," and I end up getting extra time in just looking at the animals, which is the main thing. Get to enjoy the animals,
The beautiful couple, which is Kale and Andre. Hey, Jeremy, do you have any side toads in your collection? I've said that wrong, but I don't care.
Oh, the Scatodes. No, I don't. If you guys don't know what Scatodes are, they're the spitting spiders. They utilize venom and web to spit at prey, paralyzes them. Fantastic spiders. I have had them before. I don't have them at the moment. I am itching for the American import to come in from TSS. So hopefully I'll grab a couple pairs of Scatodes from there and pair those up. I paired them before, but the female died after pairing, unfortunately.
Amy would like to know what's your favourite that you actually own in your entire collection.
You can't do that to me. You
I
sold
know. People do it to me all the time, and I'm like, ah.
If I have to say, I won't say this as collection. I'll say this as breeding wise. My current favorite has got to be either the Viridescius or the Hognolenta Pine Giants, which was one of the tubs I showed off.
the pink on those is like
So stunning.
and unexpected.
From a wolf spider as well. Stunning.
Maria says that's a question for Jizza, not Scott feeding Jizza.
Feeding myself.
Takes a long time to feed a Jizza. Can be very hungry, says Phil. Rich tea. To go with the tea. Paul, I've got access to thousands of false widows. Could they be a staple diet? I think he's talking about the Porsches.
Yeah, they could potentially, but you just got to make sure that you're feeding them. So, for example, for me, if I was to feed off the natives, what I would do is get a female, drop the sack, put the female back outside, hatch that sack, grow them up, feed them, so I know what they've been eating, just to be safe. Because these Porsche that I have now, they're captive hatched from a wild caught female, so they've already had a captive diet. The last thing I want to do is have them eating something that's dodgy and then dying from that. So,
Amanda said, would the house spiders or wolf spiders, the slings of, be any good? Because they've got hundreds hatching in the house at the moment.
Unfortunately not, because they're quite a powerful spider. They could probably overpower Portia. Portia in general, in comparison to other jumping spiders, jumping spiders typically, so your Phidippus regus, can take down quite large prey. Portia aren't designed for that. They're designed to ambush prey without them suspecting anything. If you watch the clips on YouTube, you know they're anchoring down slowly and then grabbing prey. They're not designed, again, to... They have powerful venom, and yeah.
Pomerana's period is down to 15. Yeah, he does, yeah. Is that for the condition of the females and the males, or is that just in general?
That's just his house. It just fluctuates in temperature. Nah. Marina, rich teas are the one.
I'm just... Jezza, how often should I feed my Limpopo?
You want to judge it off abdomen size rather than frequency. That's kind of like what I do with my collection, is frequency rather than weekly. You know, don't worry about the frequency, like every week, every 2 weeks kind of thing. Just judge it off abdomen size. Because if a spider's got a big abdomen, it will, if it's not in primo, it will eat. And it doesn't necessarily need that many. So, for me, with so many animals, it helps. Sorry?
Look at the pokers. If it weren't for Andrew Smith, we'd still be having pokers with massive fat bums, and that's not what they're supposed to be like at all.
Same with the Theraphosa. You know, you see all these Theraphosa with giant abdomens. It's not... you guys got to remember, with tarantulas, spiders in general, they're opportunistic feeders, so they will eat when they can. And if we're giving them a consistent schedule, they're going to get obese pretty quickly. So that's why you see a lot of my spiders, they don't have really big abdomens, but they're not super skinny, if you know what I mean? Because I judge it just like... So I'll quickly skim over everything. Okay, you need a feed, you need a feed. I'll have my tub of roaches, I'll just chuck it in the tub, and then just move along. But yeah, it's...
This is difficult. This one's a difficult question because of the amount of inverts, the variety of inverts you keep. Amy says, what's your favourite feeder?
Well, I use roaches at the moment. No, you can't. I'm joking, Tim. I'll give you one at the next show. But yeah, currently I'm working with 3 kinds of roaches for feeders. I use the dubias, the red runners, and lobsters. Out of them all, I personally like the lobsters the most, mainly because soft-bodied, breed really, really quickly, and they climb, which for me is great because I keep a bunch of arboreal true spiders, which don't necessarily like coming to the ground and hunting prey. So the lobster's absolutely perfect for that. But I'm giving my colony a break. I've started breeding the red runners now, so at the moment, red runners.
Amy again says, what's your most expensive creature you own? Or your rarest?
Ooh, good question. I would have said my mint leg, which costed me 180, but of course she's passed away now.
At the moment, I want to say my most expensive animal would be my Grammostola polka adult female, which I acquired recently. And then rarest, I want to say the Baroness Saristoi, because I was lucky enough to get a good breeding group of those. Ended up with 2 sex pairs and a bunch of young juvies. So I want to say those because they're really, really hard to come by. I mean, look in America,
Very
they're selling
lucky.
for like true spider, they're like $90, $100, and that's expensive for a true spider over there. So
Wow.
they're super
Chris,
expensive, super rare. Really, really cool.
Chris Hale Art. Again, go drop Chris a follow. The artwork over there's becoming legendary.
Very,
He
very cool.
said, "What's your most dangerous invert you own?" Which I think is again another very, very, very difficult question to answer.
The thing is,
Because you
I
got
don't
you
have
got to
any
look at,
IWA animals.
but when you look at dangerous wise, I mean, which one's likely to escape and do you the most damage?
I want to say my old world teams. I keep a lot of old worlds. You know, for example, I've just acquired a bunch of the Pteronoculus murinus locales. So those could be a potentially nasty nip if I was to get nipped by those. I
Scolopendra?
have the what are they called again? The LSD Earth Tiger, Devamartha.
They're the Martha.
Yeah, so that could potentially be a nasty nip. I've got pokies, could be a nasty nip. They're small, but pokies are pokies. So I would say centipedes, but at the moment, I've got centipedes. I don't have super potent venom. Um, Actually, no, I don't have some centipedes anymore.
The wife says, Jezza, how often do you feed your pods? What do you feed them on?
So my go-to for pods is fish flakes, e pollen. Vegetable-wise, I like to go with things that don't get mushy very quickly. So pumpkin, carrot, cucumber is a great one for hydration. Also, sweet potato is a
And
favorite.
cucumber's one that you get told not to use with isopods, but you use them with isopods.
I personally use it. I don't use it often because it molds quickly. But if I have like, you know, basically whatever's in the fridge that my mum and dad aren't going to be using for like salads and stuff, they're going to throw out. I just grab it. Like today, the feeders had cabbage because they cooked with cabbage today. So I gave the cabbage leaves a rinse and I gave that to the feeders. Frequency wise with the pods, because they mainly eat their substrate, I don't like to feed them too often. So I'll feed them once every 2 weeks, every month, and then I'll spray them couple times a week.
What's your favourite Lego set, Matt?
Oh, my Legos. My Legos. I don't know if you saw that yesterday. I probably triggered him over Legos. Because there's no such thing as Legos, apparently.
No, it's Lego and Lego.
Yeah, Lego bricks or Lego sets, apparently. There's no Legos.
No, you don't get Legos.
But I want to say the invert ones. I want to get those. You know, the butterfly, mantis, and I think it's a rhino beetle. I want to get that.
Amy says never heard of the lobsters. You sell the lobsters, don't you?
Yeah, occasionally I do. At the moment, like I mentioned, I'm giving my colony a break because I've fed them off quite a lot. So I want to give them a chance to regrow, breed, and stuff. So I've got
They
loads of red
are one of the roaches that if you do have a pregnant female escape, they will invade your house.
Yeah. So with lobster roaches, the one thing I have to reiterate is that they climb, and they can squeeze out very small gaps. So if you are going to keep them, have something. For example, with ants, you get the PTFE oil, which is a barrier that prevents them from escaping. You can use Vaseline, anything sticky you can put across, and they won't escape from. And yeah, they're a fantastic soft-bodied feeder. One of my personal favorite go-tos in regards to feeders. Really, 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 really nice. And yes, I saw a comment earlier saying, "Do I breed all my own feeders?" Yes, I do. I breed all my roaches. I breed all my fruit flies.
You breed all your own food for all your spiders, roaches, flies, etc.
Yeah, my flies are all homemade. See, exploded. So I'll feed these probably off all tomorrow. I'll show off the tub of food I use. So if people are looking to breed bulk fruit flies like I need, this brand of fruit fly mix, it's quite expensive, but I've got this last year December, and I've
I was
still
just
got
about
over
to
half
say,
of
is,
them.
is that original tub that you bought last year?
Yeah, and I've still got it.
Jeez.
And I've made
Yeah, but
probably
again though, I mean, you say it's expensive, but that's probably got more multivitamin minerals in it than what we normally do have in like a banana or a porridge mix.
Yeah.
So ultimately, what you put into the feeders is going to go into the spiders.
and
Excuse me.
I only made this culture less than 2 weeks ago, and it's already exploded like this. And there's still
Gee.
loads of food, and it doesn't go watery. You see how it just keeps its shape? Yeah, there's just a cloud of fruit flies in there. I just
Charlotte
received some-
asked a very good question. There's probably going to be quite a few people who want to know this one. If someone was looking at getting a true spider, apart from jumping spiders, velvets, what would you recommend? Is there like a beginner spider when it comes to true spiders?
Yes. So jumpers and velvets are typically what people would recommend as a beginner. For me, I would recommend velvets. But if you were looking for something a little bit different, I would recommend the Lycosidae or the wolf spiders. One, like the velvets, they don't really require a lot of humidity. They actually prefer it quite dry, in comparison to other invertebrates, so they can handle dry situations. They live terrestrially. As slings, they will produce a lot of living.
Mate from work's messaging, so I'm like, bump.
Oh, okay. Yeah, wolf spiders are fantastic. They're visual hunters, so you'll watch them chase prey from the opposite side of the enclosure, chase it down, flip all over, do all the tumbles and turns. Really, really cool. And there's a variety of different colors and patterns, sizes as well. If you don't want a big one, go for like Madiriana, Miami, Lenta. If you want big, go for carolinensis. Gorgeous spiders. But yeah. So if you guys are looking for a true spider that you've not kept, the wolf spiders. I have various videos on my channel setting up enclosures for carolinensis. You can use that to set up another true spider.
Leah's just hit 1,800 subscribers. Well done, Leah.
Congratulations,
Smashing
Leah.
it. Jerimie, any bite in your multi-legged carrier which gave you panic?
What was that?
Steve says, Jerimie, any bites in your multi-legged carrier which gave you panic?
I actually do have a live on my channel that I kept up, which was me rehousing my Scolopendra species, subspinipes piscilarva. That centipede. Oh my god! It tried to burst out of the tub, and I had to quickly close the lid. So that gave me quite the spook. Big centipedes are probably one of the few inverts I do get a little bit jumpy over because of how unpredictable they can be. One moment they're just chilling, and all of a sudden they flick and they turn to the side. It's like, but yeah, watching a centipede utilize its entire body to pin down a roach, it's insane. Really, really
Amy
cool.
says, I reckon I should have a good guess at this one. It says, what's your favourite Filipino food? I don't think it's Filipino. I think it's a frappe.
Oh, there's so many good options. Oh, what should I choose? Oh, no, you can't do this to me.
Tony Webb. Sticky Vaseline, what have I stumbled into?
Lobster roaches, Tony. Nothing dirty, I promise. But yeah, favorite Filipino food. It has to be a dish called tocino, which is a marinated pork dish, which is really, really nice. Has a nice sticky glaze. If you haven't seen it before, look it up. Delicious.
Scott says, how big is your emperor?
Ooh.
That's a good question, Amy, actually.
She's about yay big, so I want to say
Tony as well, dude. Appreciate that. That's Tony from Venomous Visions.
I want say I don't really know, to be honest. Maybe from pincer to tail, she's about yay big. So I want to say maybe like 8 inches long. Actually, it does look.
Amy,
It's quite nice. And I was going to show the ingredients as well. So some fruit fly mixes, you can see a whole list of stuff. That's all the ingredients. Just that.
fine biscuit, GMO-free dry brewers yeast, sucrose, fructose, and dextrose. You could probably buy those in bulk, Jerimie, and make it yourself and sell it at the shows. It's worth a lot.
I would have to try that at some point, see if I can replicate it.
Osmond says, so you're going to sell all your centipedes to Osmond?
I already got small ones now. Oh,
Bart says that's answering my question for the most creepy beef to keep. Tarantula Rocky is there's another fantastic channel. Tarantula Rocky, you love them out, man. Jerimie, if you watch the Spar Spiders mystery box, the hat that was wearing is Tarantula Rockies. So if you click on his name, go to his channel, give him a subscription, you will not be disappointed. Jerimie, if I were to come to steal any animal, which one would you be the least resistant with?
that's a good question.
That is a flipping good. Hey, Amy, that is a flipping good question.
You know what? I'm going to say something that probably wouldn't be expected. My ants. because I'll just because I'll be naughty. I'll have it slightly loose off the magnet, so when you take it, it will explode in your car. So you have a bunch of nippy ants in your car.
Oh, Amy said there's a recipe online I can send you if you did want to make it.
Yeah, that'd be great. The only main reason why I use this is because, like I said, I work full time as a student and working as well. So, I don't really have time to blend up oats and mix and mash. All I have to do, 2 scoops, and then double that of water, mix it in a tub, and there you go. This one, the bigger tub's obviously more, but...
And I know all the girls are watching, and Jerimie is very good looking. He is also free and single. Just like put him on the spot there. Watch him turn a little bit red. Jez gave me an idea on how he got his first tarantula. Amy said I could make it. Is there any more questions?
Yeah. Any other questions, guys? Feel free to ping it over. Anything to do with like advice on true spiders, stuff like that. What I work with, what show I'll be training at next.
Now when Phil says his work uses it, what he actually means is the zoo that he is part of works it. I like it how he says he just works there. He's not only head of invertebrates, you know what I mean?
I know it's so cool. I've got to see the behind the scenes as well. Their feeder room is awesome.
He's literally got the coolest job in the hobby. Not only is he a zookeeper, but he gets to look after all the inverts and head of inverts at the same time. And if you ever see his Halloween setup for the Halloween at the zoo, that's fucking brilliant.
Oh yeah, it was so good.
Mr. Baxter, if you could own one invert that you haven't got, what would it be?
Right. So
Ooh.
I'm not allowed. Oh well, no one is allowed to own these because they're critically endangered and they're protected and they're only bred in zoos. Phil knows exactly which one I'm talking about, and hopefully he'll give me the opportunity to see them at some point. But I already googled it because I saw the question. It is these.
Oh.
Hogna ingens. One of the largest species. I think it's the world's largest Lycosidae.
What makes them so rare? What's going on with their habitat?
Right. So it's actually quite funny. So they're from Portugal, like Madeireana.
Yeah.
And they're from a really remote island. Phil, if you're still here, yeah, see, Phil's already put that comment there. I can't remember what island it is, dude. But essentially, they're getting wiped out because of an invasive species of grass. So they come from terrains where it's like clayish soil that holds their burrows. The grass is making all these roots that collapse the burrows, hence they're dying out. Um, I was lucky enough one time at work to see Whipsnade Zoo do a live stream, and they were breeding them. So cool. They're huge. If you think Carolinensis are big, they are probably double the size of Carolinensis. Absolutely stunning.
Shame you weren't at the start, Amy. Amy says, what got you into inverts and what got you into the true spiders specifically?
Yeah, so just I did explain in the beginning, but just to quickly go over, I was introduced to inverts by my college tutor, went to Brighton, absolutely fascinated by all the variety that was available, did a bunch of research, jumped through all the different groups of inverts over the years, and true spiders, it's the colours and the feeding behaviours for me.
Have you ever seen your college tutor since and said, this is how far into inverts I've gone because of you?
Oh no, I was saying, we keep in contact on Instagram, and he's always liking my stuff and saying like how proud he is of me and seeing where I progressed in the hobby. Because this is all just from him suggesting for me to go to Brighton. So I have to give a shout out to him for sure.
That's
Absolute
pretty
legend
damn
he is.
cool, though.
Yeah,
Bart says,
he's really chill.
are you planning to come to the Scottish show?
I was planning to this summer because I'll just be working normally. I'll be finished with uni work. I just need to figure out how to get there.
And me.
I would love to spend the weekend there. Go around, look around in Scotland.
I just want to go to the Scottish show if we can. I want to take Tara up somehow. What?
Look, I would love to go. It would be absolutely fantastic.
Hopefully this week I can reveal why I don't think we'll be able to get there at the moment this year, because it's just going to be financial. But how has your cherry red centipede dropped babies yet?
Which one?
Cherry red. Says
No,
Osman.
but she is buried up, so hopefully she'll be dropping a clutch soon.
Any tips on escape-proof centipede cubs? Custom Aquaria do a fantastic escape-proof one. Venomous Visions stock them, so if you do see Venomous Visions, Tony's actually in chat actually, so he'll be able to tell you more about it than me. But I've got one. It's double-lidded, so it's glass with two lids. The second lid, what you do is you take the top off, put whatever you're feeding in. So you put your feeder in, close that lid, and then it's got a sliding lid. When you slide that lid, the feeder drops down, close that lid, completely safe. And then the mesh, it's like a stronger upgraded mesh, and it's double meshed as well, which is, they are literally the best centipede escape-proof tanks out there currently. Custom Aquaria.
What I did before, really useful boxes like this, obviously want deeper because you don't want them to climb out. But anything with a really strong lockable lid is perfect for centipedes. I've kept multiple.
Phil says, how much does Jerimie want to see Hognut in Jenna? Mark's got a really interesting question. So A8 Converter Man says, when, not if, you graduate, how will that affect the time you have for the hobby?
That's actually a really good question. So essentially, when I graduate, I'll either be working 3 long days a week, or I'll be working 4 normal days of 7:30. No. It'll be either 8 to 6 or 7:45 to 5:45, depending. At the moment, I'm doing it now as a shift because we have to do placement, so I'm already adjusting to that time. What I'm probably going to reiterate to my managers when I start is that I can't do lates and overtime because stuff outside of work. I've got to take care of the animals. Whether that affects breeding, I don't know. But I can never see myself without animals regardless. This whole space will still be here, even if I have to downgrade breeding projects. I would still be keeping animals regardless. So it may just be a case of just downsizing a little bit, but I will still have plenty of time. I actually convinced one of my colleagues who's doing what I'm doing, and he used to keep animals back in the Philippines, and he was never really going to get back into it. I was showing him all my animals, and now he's got a snake, 4 tarantulas, a fish tank, and he's getting a lizard soon. I don't know if that's a gecko or something, but yeah. So every time I see him, he's like, "Oh, Jerimie, look what I got now."
You can read this next question out.
Oh, Jesus Christ! How much? Oh God! How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a wood?
How much wood
I
would
can't.
a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
I see how it is, Chris.
No, that is an offer. Jeremy, when are we going to the Philippines to do some hurt pin? Oh, mate, you've got to do it.
All you gotta do is let me know. I am going to be graduating in 2026, and the plan for me was to just it's possible, Nicole, was to just fuck off to the Philippines for 2 months and just forget about life for a bit, just enjoy nature. So let me know in a few years' time
Oh.
if you're down to go to the Philippines, because that'll be good.
You better be videoing those 2 months, literally
yeah.
daily
Oh, yeah.
vlogs. That would be.
I've already asked my granddad. He knows people that can take me off to the jungles and we can go find animals and stuff like that. It'll be amazing.
Princess Richard's in chat.
Who?
Remember Northern Exotics?
Yeah.
Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Richard's now got a new channel, Indie Vanna Jones, Van Life UK.
I love it.
He changed over that because his son moved to a different area of the country. But if you're into van life or converting into a camper van, go check out his channel. It's I haven't even got a camper van and I follow it. I just find what he does really, really interesting. And the fact that he's off over the hills and into the wilderness every single day, I find that really interesting. And he's always supported me. And brought over so many subscribers from his channel to mine back in the day as well. Northern Exotics channel still up. I highly suggest everybody go over there, check that one out. He's got some wicked dubia feeders setups and mealworm setups over on his channel as well. Awesome. But Richard, if you're still watching, drop me a message because if you can get down to Cov, I would love to go and get a coffee and a catch up, man. Oh, Claire says worked at the zoo 3 years ago and was always in the invert area. Got a picture with that celebrity dude, Stephen Mulhern. Matthew says can't find that link. What's the trick to keeping huntsmen, and what are your go-to enclosures and cost-effective thanks, brother.
Right. So, as if you were watching earlier and you saw some of the Boai, the Cupiani Sale, my go-to enclosures for true spider huntsmans is the Bra Plus tubs, the 5-liter cubes. They are so versatile, it's unreal. You can put loads of drilled holes for dry species, keep it minimally ventilated for human species. The clarity is quite good, and that's cost effective. For me personally, if you want something that looks nice, get the Exoterras. Second hands go quite cheap on Facebook. I have a species green ocelot in an enclosure at the moment. But the trick for them is to know when they're active. So huntsmen obviously are more active in the dark. You don't want to be housing them closer to nighttime. During the day, as you saw, some of my huntsmen, like the David Bowie, would just sit there, unbothered by anything. Huntsmen really rely on camouflage and will use their speed as a last-minute resort if they're startled. So, you can pick up a piece of wood and slowly move them over, and they'll be absolutely fine. They're very, very easy to keep. One of my favorite huntsmen. Love them.
Amy said that was me. I got shown a millipede at the university and then found Tony Webb's website. And ever since, I've been into inverts. Nice. Tony Webb's website is obviously Venomous Visions.
Go check it out.
Hey, Arachnophoria, if you want those Exoterra lids, Arachnophoria is the guy. I am.
Reach out to you. I want some of those enclosure lids or mine.
Mate, if you want to chuck the Exoterra ones with what we do, absolutely shit. I think it's like you spray down, put water in. 2 seconds later, it's gone. It's dry again. With the plastic lids, the acrylic lid top replacements that Arachnophoria do, your humidity stays nice and high, exactly where you want it.
Yeah, I'll have to reach out to them at some point in regards to a few lids.
Rookie says pay petrol jazz. I think that's the Scottish show.
Matt messaged me. That'll be a really good time.
Amanda says, awesome. Thanks to Jezza, my son has a devil centipede. Oh, yeah, we're way behind in the comments, so I do apologise. Tony says, double door safety system enclosures, never had any escapee or any of out of the customers either. Richard says, the hobby has come on loads in just a few years. Oh, dude, the invert hobby's just absolutely exploded. And like the new enclosure designs and things like that is just, I mean, got the acrylics is just blown up, absolutely blown up. If you went on a date, how do you bring up the subject of keeping spiders, and do women run when they hear this?
Well, I can't say I've been on many dates in the past 3 years. I've been single for a good while now. But to be fair, if I was to go on a date with a girl, going on for the introductories and stuff like that, I would want to bring it up quite quickly, because it's such a big part of my life. You know,
If you're not into inverts, you ain't dating Jezza.
That's the thing. For me personally, you know, like my buddy, he keeps a bunch of animals, and his girlfriend, she's not super keen on them, but she's tolerant of them. He lets him keep whatever he wants, and so long as they, you know, don't make a mess and stuff like that. If a girl was like that with me, I'd be happy. But you know, I'd put it out there as quickly as possible. I wouldn't try to hide it because you know I can't really hide it. So
When me and Tara got together, I had 2 spiders.
2.
And she said no more after that. And then I got 10, and she said no more after 10. And then I think we got to about 40, and she just gave up. And she just winds me up every now and again saying they've got to go. And I'm like, well, we'll get a divorce first then. You know? But she's got her isopods now, so that means I'm away. Steve says, I love this.
Keeps her busy.
I love this comment. Jizza, you're a good souled one, and I don't even know you.
I
That is
appreciate
beautiful.
it.
Yeah. If you don't answer, you don't have to. But what uni degree are you doing?
I am doing a bachelor's degree of science for operation department practitioner. Apprenticeship.
Steve, I do like a bit of Prodigy. That's some money in the bank to that, actually. Indiana Jones, I've seen more reptiles in the wild now, spending more time in the wild.
Jealous.
UK, mate, yeah. Yeah, that's the only problem. If you do watch Indiana Jones's channel, you get jealous very quickly. Very quickly.
Indeed.
Most British expats go to Burma to get their 6 months visa stamped. Out there, money talks. Southeast Asia, in a nutshell, is just epic, says Tony.
Yes.
Steve says, love you guys, because not taken over yet by the VIP syndrome.
That's the thing with me, right? It's I always see myself as just like a casual person in the hobby. It doesn't like, you know, I will continue to keep growing from here on out, but you know, I've always just thought of myself as just someone else in the hobby. I like to get on with everyone else, have a chat with, you know, no matter who you are. I'm sure it's the same with everyone here, really. It's just get along with everyone.
Just move numbers and subscribers and all that bullshit to one side, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's nothing special. It's the tale that what's special is those people that comment on every video and stuff like that. That's the special ones. They're the nice ones.
Indeed.
Leah says, "Oi, Jezza, it's past your bedtime." And also, when it comes to the hobby, nobody's better than anybody else. Everybody's learning, including the taxonomists. That's why there's still so many species of spider out there that aren't described, and that's why they keep reclassifying certain ones as well, or taking them back to a previous genus that they were in. We're all in that bubble, and so we're all here. There's none of this.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I started off, you know, knowing absolutely nothing. For me, I was calling tarantulas by their common names for ages, but like I used to name my pets like names, but what I decided to do was to stop naming them pet names and stick with the scientific. And that's what, just repeating it over and over and over again, it stuck in my mind, and now I only really refer to things as scientific names.
Oh, yeah. I hope I don't get shot down for this. I really do. But in the early days, I used to watch Dark Den, and it was Dark Den that said about the common names and try and learn the scientific names, and that's what I did. That's the only thing I've got to be thankful to that guy for.
Again, it's like, you know, it's how do I can't try to get the words
Amy
out.
says, I just tell my mum I won it on a giveaway. If you guys ever want an email from me to say that you've won an invert on a giveaway, so that means you can get the extra invert, just drop me a message. And I've done it before, and I'll email you like you've won one of my giveaways. So if you want to buy a few spiders off Jerimie, but you're worried what partners will say, I will give you a backup email to pretend that you've actually won a giveaway.
Yeah, I can. I will mention here, guys, if I'm not training at shows, I don't normally put out lists because of obviously with work commitments at the moment. But during the summertime, I'll be able to post out quite a lot because I'll just be working normal, no uni work. So just message me and whatever you're interested in, I'll see if I have it. If not, I can try source it.
Arachnophoria says, Jerimie, where can I get a sea rickety from? I think Venomous Vision is the last place I've seen them for sale, to be honest.
Yes, yeah, Tony had them in last. Just keep an eye on all the big sites because they come in infrequently. I know Lee is working on an import from China, so potentially the Rickety will come in that import.
Chris says, I'm new to the hobby, but
Yeah, he said he pressed early. I'm new to the community, but you've all been amazing humans. Nicest group of people ever. Ah, yeah, Chris, you're absolutely awesome, dude. And I want a piece of art from you, like Scott said, with a spider in the middle or something like that. I need that in here, somewhere in here.
no. I've suggested it. I'm first on that list, dude. Don't you even think about it.
Just saying, I don't care when I get
Just
it. I just
saying.
need one.
Oh
There
yeah,
you
I've seen it. But you've all been amazing humans, nicest group. Animal lovers, dude. Animal people are the best. Because normal people are not as weird as us, are not as crazy as us, and they're just not on our wavelengths. And I think when it comes to animal people, I think a lot of us understand each other's mental health because we've got it ourselves as well. So we kind of bounce off each other like that. I think we're a lot more forgiving as well. I've been in other groups like MMA groups and stuff like that, and my God, you know, you think there's a bit of drama in the hobby, that it's fuck all compared to some of the groups that I've been involved in the past. Oh my word, the car scene. Fuck me. Yeah. You think there's bad drama here? Yeah, that's got nothing on the car group.
The community can be quite toxic as well, so it's like, you know, it's pretty good.
If you think about the car groups, it's testosterone blokes, and they're just like, well, I'll fucking see you at a show and all that, like big time, all the time. And they will kick off against each other and all sorts. Arachnophoria, well, have them later this year, says Tony. Nice. Phil says, taking me 28 years to learn what I know, still learning every day. Says it all. And like I said, he's head of invertebrates at his zoo. As my mum's met you, she now knows you are real and genuine, so she won't think otherwise. That would actually be dangerously in a good way. Oh, so you've met Amy's mum?
Yeah.
You're single. I wonder if Amy's single. Just assuming you're both like straight, that is, and apologies if you're not, but you know, it could be another Scott's Inverts. You know, meet in the chat romance. There's been a couple.
Oh, jeez.
Tarantula Rocky, so glad I got to meet Chris at Capital and help him and Alice get neck deep in the community. Go on, Matt. I'll get it done, guys. Don't worry. Oh,
yeah.
Mate, go on.
If you do one of those...
Go on.
One of them. That's actually... I need to show that off, actually. Wow. Quickly. There's another one of Gav's pieces he made for me. It's a trick in the filler.
Well, if you hold that from the back to the screen, maybe Chris can take a screenshot of it and get his crazy ideas on.
Because this one actually glows in the dark as well, dude.
Because imagine the solar system like he spray paints with a big spider bomb in the middle.
Oh, let me see. I've got my black light. Let me see. If I can...
Oh, it doesn't really. It kind of shows. You see, they glow green, the spots.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And the carapace goes a bit green. Yeah, super cool.
I got. What did he did me? He did me the finger of Gav. Obviously, because of the middle finger. So he's got the middle finger, and then he gave me. He made us a severed thumb as well, which I think's in the front room with the blood and everything, which I absolutely flipping love.
Yeah, I know everything about Legos, Matt.
Is there a spider show in Bedford this year? There isn't, is there?
No, they've moved it to Peterborough.
Oh, Amy's got a boyfriend. Well, that's a no-go. I'm trying for you, Jezza. I'm trying.
That's all right. Apparently, it's Filipino as well. That's probably why she was asking what her favorite Filipino food is.
Fun with fangs. I've only been in this hobby for just over a year, and honestly, in the time, I love all the tarantulas I've got, and I can't wait to learn as much as I can in the future.
And that's all the things to it, you know.
Matt says, if you ever think you know everything about something, then you're just showing a level of ignorance which will stall your growth. Very true.
Love you, Matt.
Steve says that's a nice toy, Jizza. Switch the lights off and do it, man. Matt says, Jezza, you can walk to Scotland. And I think I've just about caught the comment. I am. Oh yeah.
And while we're at it, it was scorpions, all glowing.
Awesome. Jason, which is Haunt of the Collector, says Legend of Zelda revealed today, Jezza. And the Barra du set can be bought on the 3rd.
I'll have to check it out.
There's a new film out this year called Sting about Spider. Rookie true old man knowledge there. Matt's not that old, to be honest. I am unfortunately going to have to close the stream pretty soon. It's literally a couple of minutes to 11 o'clock. Although I get up in the morning and I'm a man of leisure tomorrow morning. I've got to sit in home and wait for a delivery to come. So it's like I've got to do what? Yeah, I might have a few cups of tea. But before we go,
morning tomorrow for work. Yay!
Yeah, what? But before we go, Jerimie, I want to play that video again.
Oh Jesus!
So I'm going to play the legend that is Jerimie's video for one last time. We'll come back and we'll have to say goodbyes, unfortunately. But let's press play.
This video,
on one of the most happiest souls in this hobby, man.
Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Flashing red lights, driving at night, windowless ride, feeling alive. Nothing in sight, forever in flight. Follow those lines, we'll make it this time. Blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we're making tonight. Oh yeah, we'll make it tonight. Yeah, I'll do it. You're my downfall, you're my music, stay with me. Someone like me, Jerimie. Like someone like me. And again, he hits the fucking monkey in the head. Fucking.
Absolute legend.
Oh my god.
Silver Webber says Scott turn it into a short so we can all save the video. What I'll do is I'll send Jeremy the video via WhatsApp, and if he wants to share it where he wants, he can do. If he wants to cut it up into segments, whatever, I'll leave that with our jizzing jazza.
Jesus Christ.
Or I might just whack it into
Yeah,
the
it's
WhatsApp
so
chat.
funny.
I might just whack it into the general chat actually, and just tough.
Ow. If you missed it, this is the compilation of Jeremy's birdies.
Well, like I said, me and Chris brought it to the channel, what, a year, maybe 2 years ago now, and literally just normalised it. So when people go, you just don't find it offensive. Somebody gave me the birdie in the car today, and I was like, yes, mate. And then I realised I'd cut him off. I was like, oh, shit, yeah.
He was doing it with purpose that time.
Yeah, literally. And then he looked at me. He must have just saw the beard and thought, "Oh no, Biker will get me head kicked in," and disappeared off. It was his fault, to be honest. But
oh my god, what is this?
Thanks for the fun streak. Oh, nice one.
You need to get Marine on here at some point.
I'm trying. Yeah, because I think bees, mushrooms, fungus, and her incredible enclosures.
And food, just the cooking in general.
Oh.
Looks amazing.
You could do a whole stream with Marina just on cooking. Literally, because that girl's literally just gone or going around the world, isn't she, doing the different dishes from all over the world.
I'll have to say, Marina, I was a bit disappointed with your Filipino food. Just a bit. Just a bit. I'm only messing.
I'll have to clean my bug room. I'll cook up some cockroaches. Marina, let me know. Let me know.
See, that wouldn't surprise me. You've already eaten your own bees, so let alone your feeders.
It's I can't remember where the food's from, but do you know where it looks like it's potato mash, and then you pick it up with your fingers, and then you dip into what looks like a casserole.
Yeah. Fufu.
I really want to try it. Because everybody says it looks, it's obviously a different eating style, but it's really, really nice and really tasty. Cheers.
It's really nice.
Marina just died inside, Jessa. Well done.
I was only messing.
He's backtracking now. He's going, oh no, I'll upset the MILF. But Jeremy, thank you so much for coming on. It's been absolutely fantastic.
It's been an awesome stream, dude. I appreciate you reaching out and having me on. It's always a pleasure to come on here.
And again, I think from my point of view, you used to come on the streams with me when we were just a tiny little channel, and watching your growth in the hobby, it's been an absolute pleasure so far, and I'm really excited to see where you're going to be in 6 months, 12 months time, when uni's behind you, and you've got even more time to concentrate on researching and looking at truths and things like that, and the other inverts. I am very excited for your future.
Oh, a lot of plans in making. Projects going right now. It's going to be. I've already cranked it up a level, but we're going to have it a little bit more once a few more of my desired species come into the hobby for sure.
Awesome. Rebecca says, Bart said, thank you guys for the stream, was epic. With pleasure, I will meet some of you in just 5 days. Stu says, being one of the best boys. Appreciate that. Silver Webbers, love the live, guys. Honestly, been a great night, mate. Watering and feeding, much more joyful.
That's what I love about lives.
Yeah, the lives are literally where it's at. Wednesday. Who's doing Wednesday? Is it Leah, Matt?
Or is Leah? Leah's.
Unusual Pets live tomorrow from 8 o'clock, I think. Thursday, I think it's random, isn't it, on Thursdays? Jackie sometimes.
It may be Jackie, I'm not sure.
Fridays, Chris is on wheels. Saturdays, Mark, Spider Guy. Sunday they take it in turns, and I'm never up to date with whose live it is. So Phil or one of them's in chat. If you could just pop a message into chat, that'd be fantastic. So we know who is live on Sunday. And Incredible Inverts and Other Animals is obviously are live on Mondays from 8 p.m.
Indeed.
Matt's driving to Wales. Chris Hale says awesome live. Aaron says awesome. What, you driving to Wales now, Matt? What, off to see Connor?
Yeah, he's picking him up.
In the morning. In the morning, I suppose it means. Yeah. Bart's working till 11. Yeah, he said tomorrow. Yeah, it's one of those rare occasions. I think I've got to stay at home until this delivery comes. I need to work in the morning because it was left a little bit. It was left a bit open-ended on emails because I mean it's work. So I'm not going to go too far into details. But basically, a delivery company lost a parcel, and this parcel's massive, absolutely huge. It's not like it's this big.
How the hell you've lost it?
It'd be a meter by a meter, yeah. So how they've this delivery company's actually lost it is just beyond us all. They even said they tried delivering it to my house twice, and the wife was here. And our front room, our front door opens into our front room. So they never actually came here. We had no notes or nothing. So I think they've now admitted to losing it.
Rectify tomorrow, dude.
They've had to do it again and resend a new lot. Yeah.
Oh, okay. The show on Sunday.
Sarah said, so those of you that are going to the show on Sunday will get to meet. Hold on. We'll get to meet Scott's Mini-Me as we're bringing Noah with us.
I can't meet them, but I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend.
On Sunday, I'm going to be filming for the Invert shows, and then Lee reached out and he said he's short-staffed because the ones that are down south aren't going to Wigan. So I'm going to be going between filming for myself, filming for the Invert shows, and doing the Spider Shop. So if you do want to come and say hello, pop over to the Spider Shop. If I'm there, just come and grab me and say hello. So I prefer talking to people than actually working on the stands. But yeah, it should be. Well, it is set up to be a big show. It is looking like it's going to be a huge show. I was only on the phone to Lee the other day, and he's thinking there's something over 300 tickets sold online already, which is quite rare for an Invert show because they're normally just all sold on the door. Which is the magic number again, a 30% increase on the Northernish show from last year, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Incredibly Inverts and Other Animals is looking forward to Wigan.
I will unfortunately be at home revising for
We'll take you for a vape. That sounds good, Bart. I know. I think I've spent just over 100 quid already, and I've not even got there.
Wow.
Yeah, on two different things. I'm getting some more isopod substrate from Leah. But I've seen Phil with MK Exotics isopod substrate as well. That looks pretty epic. Oh yeah, so I think if MK are there, I might try some of that.
I think they are. I'll have a look at this.
That's the problem though, isn't it? Because you're sitting on a substrate and then Phil mentions a substrate and you go, oh, okay.
I make my own now.
And if you order off MK Exotics, Phil has a discount code. If Phil could possibly drop that into the chat as well. So if you're following Incredible Inverts and Other Animals on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, he actually has a discount code for MK Exotics. Well, yeah, he's got everything in it, including charcoal.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I've actually not used charcoal personally yet.
But I'm buying quite a bit of the isopod substrate off Leah because the beetle larvae smash it.
Yeah.
I mean, I do the pot and it's gone to pellets within a week. Phil says use discount code in capital letters incredible23 for 10% off orders over 30 quid at mkexotics.co.uk. They've got tons of substrates, plants, all the good stuff.
Indeed.
If my plans work out, if my plans for this year, well, mine and the wife's plans for this year work out, we're definitely going to be going there. Put it that way.
Ooh, exciting.
Oh, on one step closer to the dream that I had 6-7 years ago. So if it all works out and it happens, I'm going to be so happy. But the only thing is, I'm not going to have nowhere near the money that I could take to a show because it's got to be invested into this side project, which is invert related anyway.
Exactly, dude.
Oh,
And it's all going to be worth it, right? It will all be worth it. Because then you have more space, potentially. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm
First
not gonna say too much because
No.
things will happen in Coventry tomorrow, which say, you know, which way it's gonna go.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, all I can say is I wish all the best for that. Hopefully it all goes to plan. Just popping up.
But if it does all work out, I think Thursday's video are probably going to be rehousing my Sabar Blue. She molted a couple of months ago, and she's come out and she's fucking gouge. So I want to put it into a bigger enclosure and make it for a forever home for her. So I think she'll go in a decent size Exo Terror. That's been sitting on the shelf. The Exo Terror's been sitting there for about a year, and I ain't even used it. So I'm like, do you know what? I waited long enough to get a Sabar Blue. Now she's molted. It's like, yeah, it's time to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the Sabar Blue that when I took her out, I literally put her in the enclosure. She ran out of the enclosure and I didn't see her for 24 hours.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, she disappeared. So I couldn't go looking for her because of the time of night it was, and I had to get up for work. So I went to work, come back, and literally the first enclosure I picked up, she was underneath it.
Oh my god. Lucky.
And I was thinking I've got to literally move hundreds of enclosures around, get sweaty and all the rest of it. And there she was. And she just sat there, let me catch a cuppa, put her back in. But fuck me, they're quick.
Yeah.
They are so quick.
Arboreal spiders are very quick.
Very quick. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna have to end the stream just purely because of the time of night it is. Again, Jerimie, thank you so much for agreeing to come on. It has been it's been an absolute pleasure.
And again, I'm more than happy to come on again if people want to see specific stuff in the collection, or again just another interview style stream. More than happy to do it again.
Well, popularity has been a good one. Majority of the night we've had between 50 to I think it was 90 at one point watching,
Awesome.
which is literally up there with the Dave live stream.
That's
Phil's currently testing some NK substrates, which he's liking. Cheers, Keith. Keith being another great one. Night all. Keith, send our love to Nessa as well, please. But yeah, night all. Take care. Tara, the wife just said we love you together. Night all. Take care.